Hey, what's going on, guys? We are live here on Checking In. Going to be a little bit different tonight, to be totally honest.
Why's that, Mr. Brian?
Because, well, first off, we've got Jay in the control booth. We've got Noah here, but we're going to be talking a little bit serious, in at least the beginning part of this podcast. We're going to be talking about this this thing that's been on all animal keepers, not just reptile keepers, but all animal keepers' mind. It's called the American Compete Act. And let me ask you, I mean, why would we not want America to compete?
Well, obviously we want it.
We love competition.
Yeah, see, of course we want America to compete. And listen, you know, I don't know how many people have looked over the bill. I've perused it a little bit, not nearly as, I mean, it's probably a gigantic bill.
I think it's 3,000 pages.
Yeah, 3,000 pages. But I've looked over at some of the bullet points of the American Compete Act. And barring one issue that animal people have, sounds like a great bill, and I'm 100% in favor of this bill, right? The problem is that we're going to teach you guys a little bit of legislative, you know, what's the class called it's government, right? In school, you take the government class.
Yeah,
Did you ever take the government class?
I never took a government class.
Okay, well, I took a government class, so we're going to talk about, you know, plus, remember, did you ever have the Saturday morning cartoons where how it's like, I'm a bill?
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
Conjunction.
Yeah,
what's your function? Yeah, you were around for that.
Oh, that was a good
dude,
one. That was a good
They
one,
stopped all that. They started feeding us TikToks.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
So I'm going to teach you guys a little bit how the system works and what happens. First of all, what happens is a bill is sponsored and brought up by you know, someone in the House, Senate, whatever the case is. It would either be a House bill or a Senate bill.
Right.
And it goes into, you know, basically usually a committee, comes out of a committee, and we have this American Competes Act, right? Which is great. I mean, it's just, you know, it's a good
economics
bill.
plan to get us back on track.
Yeah, it's like, of course we want this. We want stimulus. We want road construction. We want everything that America is great for. But then what happens is that, you know, let's say a lobbyist group, and I'm not going to name the group because I don't know what group it is, but say an animal rights / hobbyist group, or even a government entity like the U.S. Fish and Wildlife, they have something that they would call a champion law. Basically, they're like, hey, listen, you know, if it's the U.S. Fish and Wildlife, it's the Department of Justice, right? If it's an organization that has donated to a campaign, then they call it a champion bill, and they basically say, hey, listen, Mrs. House of Representatives, so and so. Do me a favor. Can you get this bill kind of, you know, let's write this bill to try to outlaw this type of stuff. And then they slip it into this beautiful bill called the American Compete Act, right? So it has nothing to do with American Compete. And Jay and I have talked about it. Noah knows about it. You know, it's very similar to when the stimulus package happened. During COVID, and everyone wanted that stimulus. The world was falling apart, right? And then they slip in the whole like, oh, by the way, you have to disclose everything about UFOs in the next 30 days. You know, has nothing to do with stimulus. Why is there? Listen, I was all about that UFO thing. I wanted that UFO thing. But the fact is that how does a UFO disclosure have anything to do with stimulus? Well, that's what's happened with the American Compete Act, is that somebody has slipped it in. Now, I don't know the back history. You know, I've text back and forth a little bit with Phil Goss, talked with Jeremy Turgeon, you know, a bunch of other people, and I think that, you know, the one thing I think possibly that who is sponsoring this bill and getting this bill pushed is the DOJ, the Department of Justice, and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife, right? Because the U.S. Fish and Wildlife wants ultimate control of everything to do with animals. And the one thing they don't like is the fact that USARK ate their lunch in a lawsuit recently, right? Yeah. So we all know that, you know, Burmese pythons, rock pythons, anacondas, some other animals were on the Lacey Act, the Injurious Wildlife Act, which made them illegal to cross state lines. Well, USARK won the lawsuit that reversed that, saying that the U.S. Fish and Wildlife overstepped their jurisdiction by using the Lacey Act, right, in this way. So first off, right off the bat in the American Compete Act, it says, as a matter of fact, let's do this, Jay.
Yeah.
Give me a second here.
You want me to just pull it up?
No. I'm going to send you something.
Okay. Because I know it's on USARK too.
So. No, I know, but I'm going to send you this particular thing, and I want to read through it. Piece by piece. Here.
All 3,000 pages.
Yeah, no,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. And that's why I'm sending you this.
That'd be a good challenge. Video.
It would be.
We're going to be
pages of
America Competes Act.
Yeah. Where the hell is this, man? Oh, here we go. All right, so I'm going to do this.
24-hour challenge.
All right, can I airdrop this to who?
Noah's.
Noah's? Okay, that's on there. So we're going to pull this up, and we're going to read this line by line. and we're going to talk about what this actually does, right? So pull that up for me.
Faster, boy.
I'm trying, man. It's a computer.
That's all right. We're okay.
We're getting there.
Oh, that's me naked.
Yeah. Wrong picture.
I don't even know if I can
I
read
can't
this.
even read it.
Okay, so it says, let's see. So first off, right, number one, it says it reverses U.S. ARC's lawsuit victory, right? So the victory we had, bam, gone. And it says it means species listed in the injurious cannot be transported across state lines, i.e. big snakes, including reticulated pythons, Burmese pythons, anacondas, 201 species of salamander. That's number one. First off, right off the rip, right? Doesn't even say anything else, just that. Number two, it creates a white list of species that can be imported. That means that an animal, reptile, amphibian, fish, bird, mammal that is not on the white list it will as default become invasive and banned from importation. And then it 3 gives the fish. Well, let's break that down for a second.
Down the second one
so
first.
the white list would basically mean that the Fish and Wildlife would come up with a list of things that they would allow you to transfer across state lines or import into the country or anything like that,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
So let's say there's 100 species of reptiles that the U.S. Fish and Wildlife don't even think about.
Yeah, don't even know.
Yeah, some sort of really, like Porphyracia coxeye or something like that. Porphyracia coxeye doesn't get on the white list. Guess what? It's now on the black list. Which
automatically, by default.
Yeah, you cannot do it.
Yeah.
Can't have them, even though it's a little bamboo rat snake from Indochina. So now you can't have Porphyracia anymore. So it's a whitelist is the most horrible thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
Because you would have to list tens of, and we're not just talking reptiles here. We're
Yeah, this
talking
is
reptiles.
all
We're talking
animals.
fish. We're talking birds. The only thing that this doesn't pertain to is dogs and cats, and I believe maybe hoofstock with cows and stuff like that. But I'm
wouldn't
not
doubt it.
100% sure about
Doesn't
that.
it say? It says mammal right there, though.
Well, mammals, 100%. So it's things like hedgehogs and listen,
Gerbils, ferrets.
armadillos. I mean, sloths. All this stuff is probably going to
Birds.
be. Oh, birds, 100%.
Yeah, it's
Parrots, goodbye. We've seen all those parrots flying around Florida. And
Yep.
basically, what they're saying about this whitelist, and this may come up to I might read this more in a second there. So what they're saying on this whitelist is if they think that it can live in the environment that could potentially be invasive.
Anywhere in the U.S.
Anywhere in the U.S. So here in Michigan, even though we know that most reptiles could never live outside, boids in particular, it still would ban it from us because they could live in Florida. So
And now, is that vice versa too, Brian? Like, meaning like an animal species that could live in Michigan might get banned, and then in Florida you couldn't keep it, even though maybe,
100% could
right?
It's a
go
whole
both ways.
country.
Yeah, it goes both ways. Yep.
So
goes
anything
both
that can
ways.
exist anywhere is probably going to end up not being on this list.
So there's nothing worse than a white list.
Yeah.
Because that means that somebody in certain powers that be is telling you the only things that you can keep.
Yeah.
Now let me get straight. You can keep what you have. You're not going to have to get rid of it.
Right.
But you can't move across state lines. You can't move out of state. You can't sell them across state. You can't do anything. If you move from Michigan to Florida, you're going to have to do something like euthanize the animals, give them away, do it, something.
Has to
with
stay
it.
in the state.
Cannot go across state lines.
So crazy.
So that whitelist thing scares the living shit out of me.
And who knows how many they're going to put on it.
Well, and it gets even worse because
does.
so let's move on to 3. Gives the Fish and Wildlife a new emergency designation. Fish and Wildlife can list the species as injurious, and it becomes banned from interstate movement and importation overnight.
Overnight.
That's what I'm saying. So let's say something makes the whitelist. And now all of a sudden, U.S. Fish and Wildlife says, we don't want that on the whitelist anymore. It gives them the emergency designation with no approval from anybody, no public anything, just to go, boom, we're out. We're back on, it's now banned. Goodbye. This means no due process, public input, hearing, advance notice, or anything. So we may wake up Tuesday morning after going to sleep at Monday night and realize Tuesday morning ball pythons are no longer able to be shipped across state lines. And there's nothing we can do about it. It also actually protects the U.S. Fish and Wildlife, and I don't think it says it in here, but it protects the U.S. Fish and Wildlife from being sued to overturn this.
Wow.
So you can't, U.S. ARC or any other organization, PJAC, PetSmart, Petco, whatever, could not sue the U.S. Fish and Wildlife to change this this
Wow.
this
So
out.
do we want to keep reading this, or do we want to talk about, is there anything that we can do?
Well, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to
Okay.
that. I do want to get to the last part. We're just going to go to point 4 because we're not going to say plain talk. We're just going to go to point
Right.
4. And it basically just says, Fish and Wildlife Service can ban importation if a species has not been imported to a minimum quantity. Minimum quantities will be defined at a later date, so there's no threshold set. So again, I we did a video today, and I mentioned, like, say, bearded dragons. Let's say bearded dragons obviously haven't been imported because they come from Australia. Theoretically, they could use that analogy and say, well, we're now going to ban them because they haven't been imported at this minimum quantity, so now you can't have bearded dragons.
I don't even
anymore.
understand that.
And
It's
that's a
crazy.
threshold. Maybe they don't use that as I'm just saying that's a possibility.
course.
Let's hit a couple super chats and then let's move on. We can talk.
Dude, we
a
got
little
2 for
bit more.
now. So
2
that,
for now. That's fine. We'll
So
go
keep
quick.
them coming, fellas.
Yeah,
and
please.
lady
Yeah,
fellas.
ask questions because I'm I'm happy to help.
Jimmy's Reptile says, "Hey Brian, what is your favorite Australian native reptile you have at the Reptarium, and why? Also, do you have any tips for someone wanting to start breeding reptiles? Thanks so much for all you do."
Well, first thing I have your tip is join USR.
Yes, there
if
you
you want
go.
to start breeding reptiles, because there might not be anything such as breeding reptiles in the future if we don't keep supporting
together. Yeah.
USARC and making sure these crazy American Compete Acts don't pass through. I mean, I want the law to pass. I just want
That bill pulled.
that part of the bill pulled. That Lacey Act
Crazy.
pulled.
The first sentence literally just says, yeah, we reverse this victory.
Yeah, exactly. And this is what I've
So
said is think
fucked.
about
That's
this. Now think about the way the system of government works, right? You basically have the Congress, you have the presidents, and you have judiciary, right?
Yeah.
Judiciary
Legislative,
would be,
executive,
right,
and judiciary.
Right,
yeah.
right. Legislative, executive, judiciary. Now, what they're saying is that they're going to take legislative and overturn judiciary.
Yeah.
Which is against the Constitution.
Yep.
They can't do that. You know what I mean? Why do you think that Roe versus Wade abortion is still on the books? Is because only the Supreme Court can reverse a judiciary thing.
Exactly.
What they're doing with this bill is actually breaking the Constitution.
Yeah, they're using the legislative
They're
branch
using
to
legislative
go
branch to
above.
usurp a judicial judge that ruled against them.
It's
And
bullshit.
that's the most scary thing in the world. When your government starts making law or making judiciary decisions and reversing them based on law, that is the most ridiculous thing I've
It's
ever
very.
heard. Man.
It's funny enough. It's very un-American.
It's very, yeah. So your American Competes Act is doing the most un-American thing possible by reversing a judiciary decision by passing it in the
Sneaking it
legislative
through law.
process. They're
Yeah.
sneaking it through law, which is,
Bullshit.
again, is completely against what America is all about. As far as Australian species, I don't know. I mean,
What a segue.
yeah, I mean, he just asked,
I
Australian
agree, I
species,
agree.
what's
Australian species.
I'm going to be really excited to get our diamond pythons over to the Reptarium.
That'd be a
I
dope
love
one, yeah.
diamond pythons. Obviously our Ackie monitors are really cool. The bearded dragons are really
Billy
cool.
Frilly is
Yeah,
tight.
Billy the Frilly, the silly Frilly, is really cool. So yeah. So
A lot of different
What
ones.
about all right, so it's against the Constitution,
yeah.
but they don't give a shit. I mean, I'm
No, of
not
course they
saying
don't.
the people who made it, because obviously the people who wrote the sentence down don't
Yeah.
give a shit.
Right.
But I'm talking about, like, I don't know how the government works. They don't teach me this shit. You have to literally digest it yourself.
Yeah,
And
of
I
course.
just- I play video games. but what I mean is, like, how does, like, the president, or obviously he's pretty high up there,
Or
but
the
like,
senators
some
and
type
stuff,
of
yeah.
government power see
Yeah.
be like, oh,
Unfortunately-
this breaks the Constitution. Whoop.
Well,
Like,
see,
how is that not a thing?
unfortunately, and by the way, to let you know, right? So the way the bills work is, right, it has to, once it comes out of committee or however been sponsored, it goes to the floor for a vote in the House, right?
Yeah.
And then it goes from the House to the Senate. And then the Senate does the same thing. They deliberate, blah, 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 blah. And eventually it goes to the Senate floor for a vote. Once the House and the Senate have ratified those bills. Now, the Senate can come in and say, all right, we're changing this bill. We still want the American Competes Act, but we're changing this bill. Then basically the House has to say, okay, we agree on that. Then they both pass it into law. Well, they pass it. Then it goes to the president to get signed into law, right? And that's where presidents can veto, right?
Yep.
Now
Then it goes back.
Yeah. Now Biden isn't going to veto American Competes Act. We all know that.
no president
would. No president's going to do that. But my point is that the only thing we can hope for is that there are senators, and we know that there's at least one senator right now
That we all love.
that I believe is from Oklahoma. that is saying he wants the Lacey Act out of it. He wants that part out of it.
At least someone's saying
At
it.
least someone is saying it. But we, we're as animal people right now, we're upset about this. But this probably happens every day
To every different types of group.
I mean, they probably usurp the law by passing, in the legislative branch, laws all the time.
Yep.
But again, there's big laws like Roe versus Wade, for instance, that the Senate and House have never been able to overturn because they're big. They couldn't do that because the world would go crazy, right? And that's why, if a senator, hey, if let's say the Republicans are against abortion, which most are, let's say there's been, since Roe versus Wade, there's probably been 20 years that the House and Senate have been ruled by, and presidential have been ruled by Republicans that all would love to reverse Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
But they haven't been able to because they can't, because it's unconstitutional. They have to go it through the courts to the Supreme Court, right? And so
that's a big topic. So
right,
like they have their eyes on it, right?
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why they can't do it with that. But it's the same thing.
Yeah,
thing. It's there was a law. A federal judge made a judgment saying that the U.S. Fish and Wildlife was overstepping the boundaries by using Lacey Act to enforce this type of situation. And now the U.S. Fish and Wildlife and the powers that be are usurping that judicial court.
Yeah, going above his head almost.
And passing in the legislative branch a law that would reverse, like that first line said, reverse a judicial thing. I mean, if I was that judge, I'd be so pissed off. It's not because they're stealing the power away from the judicial system,
Absolutely.
which is not how the government is supposed to work.
It makes it void, really,
Right.
because that means
Why have judges then?
why have
Why
any
have judges?
hearing or calling or judgment on anything?
Well, yeah. Why win a court case if you can just have, it's like,
It's really frustrating for
Yeah.
sure.
It is. And so, are we going to talk about how can people?
Well, right
help,
now,
or
yeah.
like
I mean,
how can
well,
you get this
the only thing
attention?
that we can do right now is support USARC.
Follow their
And follow.
steps.
So USARC, if you go to usarc.org,
I'm just gonna go to it real quick.
you can go to usarc.org. Super simple. They have, you can go right down here and you go
So
down.
right, the first thing you see.
Yeah,
is
say American Competes Act. You can read more, and then right at the bottom, it says what you can do. You know what I mean? It goes down the list of like talking points. It literally takes you from the thing. It's like, quotes from the Rules Committee of the House Floor Hearing Bill. It's got, exactly, it'll have a list of senators that
Let me check one more thing too while you're talking.
Yeah, it'll have a list of senators that are in your state that you can do. And it even has, like I said, talking points that you can say, hey, listen, do this. It takes you 5 minutes.
I just wanted to find this. This is the sample letter.
Yeah, you can literally copy and paste this if you wanted to.
And you
just
could-
copy and paste this to your senator.
Just put your name in.
Yeah, put
sincerely
your name.
You're done.
And the thing is, the volume, and you can see, go to this link, senators.org. Go ahead and click that link real
Let's
quick.
hit it.
And I guarantee it'll take us right to whatever.
And then you could choose your state.
Yep,
So let's
choose
say
your state.
Connecticut.
Yep.
And
There's
there
your
you go.
senators.
There's your
Bam.
senators.
You just
They have a phone number.
Yep, they have a phone number. They have their email address. They have everything right there. And all you have to do is just copy that email, drop it in, call, leave a message. The thing is it's all about volume, right?
Yes.
It's about volume. And you got to remember that most things that these senators and congressmen are hardly getting any feedback at all. I mean, just a little bit of feedback.
Yeah, most people don't care about
but
most
if we
issues,
can flood hundreds of thousands of emails and hundreds of thousands of phone calls, then they're going to say, "Holy shit, what's going on here?"
Yeah, there's something in this bill we don't know about.
We got to
Yeah.
we got to take this out of the bill because it doesn't make sense.
Because the fact of the matter is that no matter how you slice it, most of these politicians aren't reading these whole bills.
No, and they
don't give a shit about it at all.
I guarantee you, the majority of the House that passed
bill.
that, they voted that in because they're like, yeah, American Competes Act, fuck yeah,
No brainer.
We're gonna build some bridges and we're gonna do some road work and we're gonna hell yeah,
Make
I'm voting.
jobs. This is
I'm
great.
making this, But they didn't read the, like I said, thousands of pages where there's one little page slipped in there that says, oh, by the way, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife is going to take complete control over the animal community.
I'm sure it's not
And,
top page. It's probably
no.
2,470.
What doesn't make sense to me is like, so how many people are collaborating on this act? Thousands of humans? Like,
oh yeah, well of course, because you've got hundreds of senators, 100 senators and hundreds of congressmen, and then you've got all their staffers, which are hundreds and hundreds of statues and constituents, and then you got the DOJ with the Department of Justice with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife, obviously putting in their 2 cents. Then you have all the other people that are all the lobbyists that are pressuring them to do that.
Yeah,
and
all
so
the people that's lined everyone's pockets.
This is thousands and thousands of people are involved in this bill, and ultimately it's just the House and the Senate that matter.
So U.S. Fish and Wildlife, it's like directly a part of the government.
Yeah, so it's part of the Department of Justice.
Okay, so it's not. Like,
so it's like it's just like a police.
It's
police
like a
force.
fucking FBI or something.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
100%. As a matter of fact, it's the same exact organization. It's part. So the Department of Justice is like ATF. The tobacco and firearms.
DEA,
it's the DEA, U.S. Fish and Wildlife. They all. And this is the thing, right? The U.S. Fish and Wildlife gets a big budget each year, and the difference is that the ATF, they're going
find
after
drugs all the time.
Drugs,
Yeah.
and they got hundreds of thousands of cases a year that they're going after. U.S. Fish and Wildlife has a handful of cases a year, but yet they're getting the same budget. So they're putting all their money into things that are like really, and this is the thing I don't understand with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife, the FWC, all these other things, the Florida Wildlife Commission, is that somehow they've tried to make animal people the enemy.
I know.
And I don't
freaking
understand
nuts,
that because
dude.
our taxpayers pay their thing, and our permit fees pay for their things. So why are they making us the enemy? I mean, people like me that care about animals, they should be working with me and saying, like, I don't want to be the U.S. Fish and Wildlife's enemy. I don't want to be the FWC's enemy. I want to be their ally because we want what's best for animals, right? But they
it seems like they don't.
No, they don't, and I don't. So
it's probably because of the lobbyists. I wouldn't.
They always say that job securities, they have to create criminals to get job security, right? And if they pass this law, there's going to be a lot of criminals, a lot of criminals.
Everyone's gonna be a fucking criminal.
Everyone's going to be criminals, and they're going to have a lot. It's job security for the rest of their life.
Oh my God, yeah.
So
this is a weird one, Brian. I don't even know if this is possible, but let's say what we did with Mr. Beast, right? We brought snakes to North Carolina,
correct,
whatever, right?
Yeah.
Now, what if we were driving down? Right, we stay at a hotel in West Virginia.
Right.
We wake up that morning. Retics can no longer cross state lines.
Oh my God, you'd be screwed.
So now you're stuck at this hotel in West Virginia with snakes, right?
If overnight, because it says overnight in the bill.
Yeah, so that means like a reptile show if everyone's traveling with a bunch of snakes.
If you were at Tinley Park and over the Tinley Park reptile show weekend, all of a sudden they said ball pythons were unable to cross state lines. All those ball pythons would be stuck in Illinois, or you would all be federally, you could all be charged with felonies.
Whoa.
Prisoners.
and do I think it's going to take it to that extent? I don't know, but it could.
Definitely
it could.
Oh,
I mean, there's no doubt it could.
And this gives them the ability to make knee-jerk, rash decisions too, right? That are in play forever. So it's very scary.
Just, because up until now there was a process that was called the notice of inquiry. For injurious animals. So they had to actually do like
research.
Yeah, they had to have science behind adding an animal to the injurious wildlife list, right? Now this usurps that science 100%. The other thing is it had to have public comment. So there had to be a public comment period where people could actually view their grievances or science behind what. This usurps all that, and it just destroys all of the process, the due process that's been in place since the beginning of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife, usurps it all. And it just says you have ultimate power. I mean, think of it this way. If it wasn't animals, it would be like saying that your local sheriff could make whatever he wants illegal overnight.
Exactly.
Or legal. Or legal.
Yeah.
He could just say, I don't want Pepsi in this town anymore. It's if you drink Pepsi, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they're basically saying. That's an extreme version.
Yeah.
But
right.
that's the same thing. They're usurping due process that we've had forever. So it's a very scary thing.
It's giving the government way too much power.
Way too much power. I mean,
literally taking all the power away from the people.
Yeah, exactly.
And even like the legislative branch and judicial, like you said before, it takes away the power from the whole system.
Yeah.
Right.
And I know, it's just so frustrating because you sit here like, you say, like, how can they do this? This can't be real. Right. But it's happening. It's happening. It's
scary.
It doesn't seem like it should be able to happen because our history books say it's not supposed to happen, but it's happening. You know, and the problem is that not that I understand it 1,000%, but most people don't understand it at all.
Yeah, no,
right?
for sure. Yeah, you definitely have a lot more. Of a
I
handle.
have a lot more knowledge than most people because I've been fighting these laws for 15 plus years, you know, and being involved in fighting with these laws. So I've been in the trenches. But you know, certainly a guy like Phil Goss, you know, who's the president of USARK, he's going through the shit right now. Like I said, the only thing that I think is good is that the fish people have to be putting up a stink. The mammal people, the bird people, everyone's putting up a stink right now.
Yeah.
Which, if this was just reptiles,
Yeah.
It might go through
we'd probably be
easier.
sunk. We'd probably be sunk. I still, and I've said this, and so our video will come out not tomorrow, but the next day.
Yeah.
Phil Goss will have a part of that video. We worked hard on it today. You know, Jay's working hard even on it tonight to finish it out. We'll upload tomorrow, and it'll be out on Friday morning. And it's what I said in the video also, not that I want to ruin it, but
okay.
is that out of all the legislation that I've been fighting, you know, actively been involved in fighting, this is the first one that has scared the living shit out of me. Like, I've always thought we would win every one. Even if I'm fighting hard, I know if we fight, we can win.
Yeah, this is a rough one.
This is the first one I've said, oh my God, this may go through. This may go through. And that, I mean, listen, it probably most likely kiboshes the aquarium upstairs, our expansion.
How are you going to get fish?
Can't get fish. Can't get, you couldn't do it.
Well, you're going to go to fucking Keys down the street?
Yeah,
Go to an
exactly.
aquarium?
Yeah.
Not happening.
But they're not going to get fish.
Yeah, they're not going to get fish. So
No
mom
one's
and pop's pet shops won't be able to get the 80% of their fish.
Pets anymore.
Yeah, 80% of the fish,
Yes.
80% of the birds, 80% of the reptiles, 80% aren't going to be able
And
to come
80 is
in
probably a
anymore.
generous number.
It said mammals, so you don't even know if that includes dogs or
Well,
rats.
no,
What
it
about
does.
rats?
It does actually. There is a part in the law that says no dogs and cats are included.
Oh, okay.
Because
yeah,
dog and
dogs
cat
are
people would put up
stupid.
because everyone has a dog and cat, so no one would vote for that at all. Everyone would be freaking out.
Stupid that they
But you take that out, and now you're dealing with individual exotic hobbyists.
All right.
Right? So it's different.
how many days do we have?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. That was my next question.
That's the question that no one really knows. So we
No
know
one
it.
knows?
No,
There's
well,
not
we
like a-
know, well, we will know at some point. But right now, it's going to go to the Senate at some point. But exactly what the timeline is, we don't know. I would assume it's going to be a matter of weeks at best. I don't think it's going to be months, you know.
So-
but we know it passed the House. So once it passes the House, it goes to the Senate for a vote at some point.
And then what happens when it goes to the Senate? Surely they don't read the whole thing.
Well, what we have to do is make enough senators aware of what's going on so that the senators do read that part.
Okay, and then
You know?
when you go to the website, each state has what, a couple
Yeah,
senators?
two senators.
Two senators, yeah.
All
two
right, so
senators.
there's like 100
Yep, there's 100 senators. Yep.
senators. So
And yeah, in some of those states, obviously, no one's going to, well, I shouldn't say no one, but probably hardly anyone from Hawaii is going to comment because you can't import or export animals from Hawaii anyways.
yeah,
So
but
it isn't going to
we
change.
can email them. You know what I mean? You don't have to be from that state to email them.
No,
right?
but they typically listen to people that are their constituents more than they are, anything else.
Yeah.
But absolutely crazy.
Yeah, so it's
You want me to hit a couple supers
yeah,
real
let's
quick?
hit a
And we'll
couple,
jump in?
and then we'll keep
There's
going.
only a few. So we got
Yeah.
Allison says, thanks for your advice on my buddies. I think that was from last
Hey, thank you,
Saturday.
Allison.
Okay, good. Yeah, my pleasure.
What's up,
Always
buddies? Is that her
That's a pizza place.
Yeah, it's really good. You never had it?
No,
No,
no.
We told her to get the Old World pepperoni where it's
Yeah.
underneath the cheese.
No, if you
Yeah.
go to Buddies, you have to get meat raviolis.
Oh, meat. Have you had
Wait,
the meat
no, whoa,
raviolis?
no one
Dude,
told
I
me
will
about this.
slap you
You never told me about this, Noah.
with a ravioli. Dude, they're
What-
so good.
Oh,
Dang
they
it,
are-
dude.
they are
It's like
good.
some sort of sausage or something.
Yeah, I'm
So
not
see
sure
I
what
don't
it
know.
is.
It's like love. It's
Okay.
love.
Well, I'll get them
It's
next
like a
time.
love pillow
But
with
get-
marinara sauce.
Get 2 or 3 orders though. You're a big guy, so maybe 3. That's why I say.
I'll
But,
Yeah,
fucking-
there's
I'll
not a
crush
lot.
them
There's
too,
not a
dude.
dude, at least 2 orders.
Okay. Oh, well, next time I get buddies.
Oh, speaking of which, I was going
And
to ask you
breadsticks.
guys. Do you guys want to? I don't know. I don't know if we'll even be able to.
What?
But I was thinking about going to Frankenmuth tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
I know tomorrow might be too
What do you
soon.
mean?
Well, we've been talking about it for weeks.
I know.
So we should talk about that.
So can
We gotta
we do it a
another day.
different day?
Yeah, of course.
Because tomorrow I got
There's a
we got a big project we're working on right now. So I gotta
that's-
crush tomorrow.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Dude,
So
'cause
but
other
we
than that, I'm
gotta
down.
we gotta do it.
I
man.
want it so bad.
And this is the thing. I'm making a challenge right now to Jay and Maria.
Eat fudge.
Wait, what's
no,
her
no,
challenge?
the challenge.
Okay.
Okay. All they have to do.
Oh shit.
All they have to do. We're gonna go to, and I do not want you to look anything up.
I'm not.
All they have to do. $100. I'm gonna give Jay and Maria.
I'm winning.
$100.
Ooh.
And all they have to do is eat one BLT a piece, one BLT a piece,
Okay.
and an ice cream sundae. That's it. That's it. If you eat one BLT and an ice cream sundae, you get $100.
Wait,
Now
they
you've
can
told me about this
collab on
BLT
it?
a little bit.
Or is
though.
it 2 BLTs, 2 Sundays, or can they
No,
collab
they can.
on one?
Okay, so 2 BLTs, one a piece, and then they
Wait. 2 BLTs, 1 apiece?
one a piece, one BLT a piece.
What the fuck?
Wait a second. And
One
wait, listen.
BLT each.
One BLT each, and then they can both eat the sundae. One sundae,
So
2 BLTs.
All right. So here's the thing. I know
kill
about the
him.
BLT because you've told me about it.
You
I
probably
don't
saw
know.
the
I don't
video.
know about the Sunday though.
Well,
but
it's
if
$100.
it's,
Can I
if it's
tell
on
him
brand,
something?
No tells.
I can't say anything about my experience.
No, let's not ruin it.
oh, dude, I
want the surprise.
Okay.
I want the surprise.
I'm gonna.
I just wanna chime
I'm going
in.
to try. Listen, I'm not gonna try to give up.
$100.
I ain't.
believe
Mama
you're
ain't raising no
making them-
bitch, dude.
Can't believe you're making them do one apiece.
It's a lot. I know.
What do you mean?
I don't think that's the hard part.
Splitting it, they could do it.
No, that's not the hard
Lori
part.
and I could split one.
I could probably listen. If I didn't eat all day, I could crush one.
I think you.
But
could,
I don't think I could crush the Sunday after.
I think
That's
you.
a hard one.
I think you can
Sunday's so
crush a
good.
BLT.
You
I
could
think.
do it.
I think Maria will do okay. The Sunday's gonna be a bitch.
Sunday's
man.
gonna be a bitch.
I think opposite. I genuinely think opposite.
No,
You think the
dude.
Sunday will be easy?
Oh my.
You think once I
mean,
get
for
to the
me,
Sunday, I'm down? Because
I
I'm getting
mean,
to the Sunday,
if
dude.
you're
I ain't no bitch.
me, Sunday's the easy part. I love ice cream.
No, I love ice cream, but like it's so
And
I
after
know
all
how
that
thick
salty
it
good-
is.
After that salty goodness, you're
and
gonna
that's
need
what
that
makes
ice
it
cream.
so good.
All right,
Yeah.
well,
and you can
hey.
eat it at the same time. We can get the Sunday and the BLT at the same time. If you guys want to mix it, I have no
No, I'm
problem
not
with that.
mixing. I'm not a serial killer, bro. BLT and a Sunday, that's gross.
All right, well, that,
can't
I'm just
wait.
All
saying,
right, well,
so
let's
we're
give it
gonna
a
do
shot.
I
We're
might
doing
give
it.
me a Sunday of my own.
Oh, shoot.
All right, what do we got?
All right, Alex says this is tyrannical in the most pure form.
It really,
dude.
it really is. I mean, it's like it's almost like not real. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like when I first heard
feels like the
about
British
it, when I
Revolution.
first heard about it, which I heard it by like second and third hand, I thought people's got to be misreading this.
Right.
This can't be possible.
Yeah, of course.
And until I actually read the U.S. ARC alert, which I get every time there's a problem, so like literally it was a matter of an hour or so from when I heard it in the morning to actually reading it. I was like, holy shit, this is really going down.
Yeah.
And this has always been the thing that I've been worried about is these appropriation bills, right? Where basically have this gigantic bill and they just slip something in, and a lot of times, listen, guys, this is what I'm saying about U.S. ARC and whatever, if you're a non-reptile person and you're listening and or watching and your organization, whatever is Bird Keepers of America or whatever the hell it is, if it wasn't for U.S. ARC, we would not know that this was going down
At all, because somebody, like, I'm
Period.
guessing Phil, but somebody had to read
Yeah.
that entire
Yeah.
bill.
Yeah.
Because it was just
Guaranteed.
slipped in.
And that's the thing. That's why we have to continue to donate to U.S. ARC is because they need enough money to have people that read that damn bill.
Yeah, because I
Right?
wouldn't doubt if it was Phil. I'm not even playing with you.
Yeah. I mean, it's really difficult. But my point is that think about that. If we didn't have U.S. ARC, we wouldn't even been talking about this right now.
It would be gone
We'd wake
already.
up 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, we'd wake up and go, what? What just happened? And then there's no reversing it. Now we're done.
Yep.
Because like I said, in the law, it says you can't even sue the Fish and Wildlife Service to try to reverse this.
I just don't get. Is there not a vote? Like, it's just so weird that there's like nothing you can
It's
do
all
besides
lobbying
and
just
lining
following.
pockets,
Right.
dude.
And this is why it's so important to be involved in elections, and in particular
politics in
local
general, yeah.
local elections,
I
because
think
that's
yes,
where you
exactly.
start. You start at local levels and you work your way up.
Yep.
If you're involved in the local elections, your cities, your townships, and all that type of stuff, your sheriffs and stuff like that, you then are part of the political system because oftentimes these local people become. They'll become county, then they become state, then they become federal.
Yeah, well, other than a few presidents, I mean, almost every single president was a local
Oh my gosh, yeah.
politician before they became
Yeah,
president.
shit. I think Lincoln lost the freaking election.
Yeah, he
the
did.
local, I think he lost the local election
Yep.
to be like the town mayor or some shit.
You
or
know what's crazy?
councilman.
That means that Tiger King, what's his name?
Oh, Joe Exotic?
Joe Exotic could have been one of these.
Been one of them, yeah.
He almost won.
He was
It's
almost governor.
Oklahoma, right?
Oh,
of
yeah,
Oklahoma.
yeah.
He was almost, and not by I mean, he got a few percent.
I think it was like 13%.
It was like
that,
pretty
yeah.
good numbers, dude. Oklahoma's bad shit, son.
Yeah.
Oh, but never mind. I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah, no, it is tyrannical though.
Nolo says, I plan to go around to local reptile spots and in public in my area to educate people on USARK.
Yeah.
Is there a way for me to contact Phil and set that up?
First off, please do. And second off, you go to USARK, it's literally the email's right there. It's I believe it's president@usark.org.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, you can email them, contact them directly. So yeah. Now, Phil's a very busy guy right now. He's got a lot on his plate. So try not to put too much on this guy's plate because he is a one-man team. But you know, there's going to be someone that's going to help you out. But please, I mean, you know,
dude, go down to the library, make a bunch of copies of the website, type and just hand it to people. And just to give them a little brief, like, listen, this affects everybody. It's not just reptiles. It's everything.
Yeah.
You know.
So, like, does USARK have connect in the government?
Well, yeah. So USARK, I mean, we do have some lobbyists that work with USARK, but very limited. Lobbyists are very expensive.
Very expensive.
I understand it's like $150,000 a year for a lobbyist.
Yeah.
Just to basically be like telling you what's going on in the thing and having the connections to the senators and you know the lobbyists will have can get a meeting with a senator.
Yeah.
Can get a meeting with a congressman.
It's like Darren Ozark with Wendy Bird.
Yeah. So exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if USARK has I know for a period of time we had a retained lobbyist. I don't know if we have the budget to have that lobbyist full time. That's what's so sad. Now we do have attorneys, you know, that some of which I know there was one guy that was volunteering his time 100%. You know, and he was, I think he was like the lead attorney for USARK. And that's the problem. I mean, you know, when you really get down to the nuts and bolts of like who's donating to USARK. The problem is, and listen, every dollar counts. I think Robin Markland had told me this. He said that when he was running Ship Your Reptiles, they have a thing saying, you know, when you enter your information, says, would you, and it's automatically checked and you have to uncheck it. It says, would you like to donate $1 to USARK? And it's checked. So if you don't look at it, you just get $1, right? He said 80% of people unchecked it.
Damn.
$1.
$1. Bought a $750 snake.
Yeah, and uncheck the $1.
The $1 that allows them to have that snake, right?
So every dollar counts, but it's the big. I mean, when you talk about the people, the Todd Goodman, Gary Bagnell from ZoomEd, you know, the list goes on, and the NARBC, you know, obviously we donate quite a bit of money. Reptile Army, 10% of the proceeds go to USARK. We're, you know, about to put this video out that I hope can generate, you know, thousands of dollars for USARK when we put this video out. You know, so there's not a lot of people that are donating thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars to USARK.
Right,
And,
it's a lot of $20, $50.
So so when we're, you know, maybe our entire budget for USARK, you know, income is $250,000, $300,000 a year. Well, you know, Phil's got to make something for all his time, and then you've got a lobbyist that's making 100, 150. All of a sudden, our budget's gone, right?
Yep.
You know,
we have a volunteer lawyer.
Yeah, we have a volunteer lawyer, and you know, if we could get $5 million a year donated to USARK, which I don't understand how we can't get $5 million. If everyone, listen, if you went through the list of the big ball python breeders alone that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, some in the millions, and they just donated $20,000 a year of their money, just the big guys. Let's say if you made over $250,000, you should donate $10,000.
Yeah, it's almost like a tax for doing it.
If you make $500,000, you should donate $15,000. If you make $1 million, you should donate $20,000. That's nothing. That's 2% of your money.
Yeah.
You know, if you're making that kind of money, if every single person, like you said, almost like a tax, like, hey, this is the thing. I would look at it. You know, and some company, you know, some organizations are like that, right? Like when you join an organization, it says like, you know, if you make less than $20,000, your membership fee is this much.
Yeah.
If you make $200,000, your membership fee is this much, and it goes up based on your income, right? With USARK, it's just you can just donate whatever you want, right? If we had that, we would raise millions of dollars. If just every person, but you know, these, and it does piss me off.
Yep.
It does piss me off that there are people that are making a living and a good living in this hobby that have never donated a penny to USARK.
Nope.
And that's bullshit.
It should be mandatory.
And you know, and I almost think we should shame them.
Yeah.
I think that, you know,
Shame.
honestly, I think that, and I don't think BHB does this. Obviously, we'd be like, we're a gold member at USARK and stuff like that. So we donate the highest level. I don't think we have on our website like gold membership of USARK. We should. And you know what? Every single person should have to have that.
Yeah.
What membership are you for USARK? Are you a silver, a gold, a platinum, or whatever the freaking numbers are, right? Everyone should have that bronze. And everyone should say, all right, I want to do business with the people that are
That's what I was going to say.
Hobby,
It comes down to the consumer too, right? Like we as consumers, like if you're going out and buying a ball python, you shouldn't accept buying it from somebody that doesn't donate to the people that are allowing you to have the ball python you bought, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
And so, like I said, the reason I don't think that we like always like, you know, put it out is because I'm a guy that donates quietly. I don't say like, look at what I just donated.
Yeah,
or
it sounds braggadocious.
It's like I don't do that. But at the same time, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should actually, you know, get people to the point where like, wait a second, why aren't you a gold member?
It's not a bad idea too, because it might even just spring some people's curiosity. Maybe somebody's on the website, doesn't even know what USARK is, just browsing for a ball python, and then they find out, you know? So it's not a bad idea.
So yeah, it's just food for thought.
Food for thought.
Yeah.
Big Texas Tanks.
Oh yeah, this guy watches my streams.
Oh sweet. He
cool,
says,
bro.
"What's up, guys? Just made it. I'll have to catch on rewatch. Interested in your take on all this. Thanks for all you guys do. I keep up with the fish side more than the reptile, but I guess pet owners unite."
Yeah, and listen, fish is in this, brother.
It's in it, brother.
I saw Rod from Predatory Fins posting a bunch of stuff about his concerns, and I mean, every fish guy I know on YouTube is starting to post about this. So we need them to really get out there as well.
Rachel says, "Typically, I love me a snake in the grass, but not like this."
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I hear you. It's a real snake in the grass.
Alex says, "Why are there not giant corporations like PetSmart and Petco and others fighting for this?" Great question.
So there's a couple things about this. So Petco and PetSmart used to be involved in an organization called PJAC, which is a Pet Industry Joint Advisory Council. I used to do some work with PJAC as well. Since USARK came around, I pretty much put all my energy into USARK, but I still support PJAC. And PetSmart and Petco, believe it or not, went away from PJAC, because PJAC is for all pet trade, right?
Right.
You know, I mean, you know, from dog food manufacturers to mom and pop shops. Believe it or not, Petco and PetSmart joined forces and made their own lobby group.
Wow, that's awesome.
So I can promise you this, and I don't mean this as I don't know. I'm pretty sure I can promise you this. I don't know any facts behind this, but I can guarantee you that Petco and PetSmart do have the lobby numbers where they're probably saying, all right, if you pass this, just don't interfere with the SKUs that we use. You know, make sure the SKUs that we're using do not get on that. They all get on that whitelist.
Because they'd almost love that, where it's like now no mom and pop shop competes, nobody competes, no reptile shows.
Just
nothing.
keep our SKUs happy, and we're not gonna cause you any problems, because that's what corporate America is about.
Yep.
So yeah, is Petco and PetSmart, because I have heard no statements from anybody that Petco and PetSmart have been fighting this.
Nope.
Now I'm sure they are behind the scenes, but I think that their fight is less helping the pet industry and more helping their own SKUs.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? You know, so, and again, that's no bash against pet.
No, that's
PetSmart,
corporatocracy.
That's just corporate, and they're worried about their own self, and they would like nothing more than to put every mom and pop shop out of the business, because that just is more money in their pocket.
I agree. Clistia says, "Hey, Brian, Jay, and Noah, love you guys. Hashtag USARK, together we stand and fight."
Yeah, we do, and we, you know, it's not just USARK; it's USARK and every other organizations in the pet trade that we have to. Again, the PJACs of the world, and every other organization has to fight for these rights.
Gadiel? We'll go with Gil. Says best ball python pair for male pinstripe. That's easy. It can be any of them. It depends on what you want to go.
Back in the 90s over here.
Yeah, dude. Back in the 90s.
Back in the 90s, I would have bred it to like a pastel. But now there's so much you could do. I mean, obviously, pinstripe mixes really well with Enchi. It mixes well with Orange Dream. It mixes well with...
it's hard because it's a pattern mutation, so you really can pick any colors to put with it. You know.
Yeah. So the rainbow is up to you.
Yeah, I would say look for a color mutation. That's your next one.
Yeah, banana's great. I mean, anything. Yeah,
Cinny, banana, pastel, whatever.
Yeah.
Soulless Honky says, "Hi, everyone. Love from the Northwest. Missed you guys. Missed you too, bro. Where you been?
It's been a while,
Hey,
Soulless.
He's out there in the mountains. He sends me pictures of him fishing all the time.
Oh, yeah. It's
What?
National... I forgot about that.
Oh, it's National Pizza Day, says Silver Cash.
Every
Working
day
and
is
catching
National
up later.
Pizza Day for
No,
him.
it really is, though. It really is.
Is it
National
really?
Pizza Day today.
Well, I
I
better
saw,
get
I
pizza
saw
tonight,
that.
Maria.
Like
I
a
saw.
slice.
Rhea, if you're watching this, you better order pizza. That's all I'm saying.
We
Yeah,
should
I
make
saw
a
that.
Nah.
I'm
too
like,
lazy.
dude, I'm like, so it's.
We never used
so
that damn thing.
Yo,
What's that?
give me it. I'll fucking start
fucking
slanging
uni.
pies, dude.
So I'm gonna obviously. What was I gonna say? Like, oh yeah, the Frankenmuth thing. I'm gonna. So up until then, I'm like, dude, I'm like on this Noom thing, dude.
Oh, you're Newman, dude?
I'm Newman the hell out of it. So I'll give an early shout out because
Damn,
I don't
dude.
even know like.
But that's
what
how much you like it, huh?
That's how much I like it.
Wow.
So Noom,
That's
the company that is like a bunch of psychologists that work on dietary, like it's not a diet, it's like changing the way you do things, so on like that.
changing
You
your
guys
brain.
know that I've wanted to get more healthy, lose some weight. They reached out to us and they want to do a brand deal. Well, part of the brand deal is that they give me the
access to the site.
to the site for free. And so I haven't even worked on, I haven't even looked at the briefing for the brand deal yet.
I know.
But I've spent the last 3 days Nooming and dude, it's good.
So what
man.
are you Newman? Like,
Yeah,
what-
what
So
you
I do-
Newman over here, dude?
First off, you can sign up for whatever you want as far as like how many minutes a day. I said I'll spend 10 minutes a day listening to their coaching. You could do 2 minutes a day, whatever you want, right?
Whatever
I said
fits,
I'm going
yeah.
to do 10 minutes a day listening to their coaching. And their coaching just talks about the psychology, about what you should be thinking about. But more importantly, there's I list all the food I eat, and it tells me red, green, or yellow.
All right.
Red. I
That's
should.
interesting.
Yeah. So red is like you can eat red food, no problem, just a small amount of it, right?
Yeah.
Yellow, you can eat yellow food that's maybe not as good. Like, hey, you can eat pizza, just don't eat. You can
14
eat
slices.
Yeah, you can eat 300 calories of pizza or whatever, a day, every day if you want.
Every day.
You can eat 300 calories of pizza a day if you want.
You hear
know?
what Papa John said?
What's that?
He said that it's healthy to eat at least one pie a day. Like one
I
pizza
love
pie.
that guy, dude. He's
Absolutely.
freaking
Oh, he's
insane.
out of his
In the
mind.
interview, his face is so greasy.
Sweat and
it's like,
grease,
it's like
dude.
dripping. And he's like, it's completely healthy.
Dude,
yeah,
he's
good diet.
off the
Right,
rocker,
yeah.
dude.
No, that guy's out of
So
his mind.
yellow.
But so yellow is just a little bit more like maybe like pita bread or stuff like that, bagels or whatever. And then
but
green is great.
Eat it all the time.
You can almost
It's
eat as much green as you want, and green isn't like I was shocked. I went to Tropical Smoothie today and it was green.
It was green.
I was
Wow.
shocked. I logged it and it said it was green.
Yeah, ice and fruit.
So like
It'll
yeah,
do it for you.
So anyways, point
Hanger.
is that I'm loving the Noom thing and I hope that this is the thing I'm 195 pounds right now. I typically like to be about 175 when I feel good about myself. So I'm about 20 pounds over where I feel good. Actually, their ideal weight they suggest is 165. And I don't necessarily disagree because when I got down about 5 months ago, 6 months ago, I was down to 172 and I still felt a little pudgy. Like I felt like I could lose another 5 pounds. Unfortunately, I went from 172 trying to lose 5 pounds to gaining 20 pounds. So it didn't go the way I wanted to go. So weirdly enough, if I follow this regiment, which is not hard, it's not like a super diet. You get to eat stuff you like. You can have chocolate or ice cream if you want, right? Just in moderation. They say I can get to 165 by the end of May.
Damn,
Just by
that's
eating,
awesome.
you don't even have to work out.
No work. Well, I'm going to work out, but there is no working out and eating in this program.
It's crazy. I don't know.
And Uncle Rick, he lost 40 pounds
On Noom?
on Noom.
Shut up.
40 pounds on
Damn,
Noom.
this is gonna be an easy brand deal.
Without
We already
working out?
love it.
Never went to the gym once.
We know all about
Wow.
Yeah, never went to the gym once. So so Noom, they'll be coming out. I don't know. I think it's like coming up. I don't know what it is.
Man.
So I'm a new man.
it. Oh, that's really good, dude. I like
Love
it.
All right, let's go.
No, I really do. Matt says, hope you guys are doing well. Setting up for some
thanks, Matt.
shark fishing next week. Noah, I'll catch you on your stream, bro.
Dude, appreciate you, Matt. Bad Choice Noah, Twitch TV.
Yeah, nice, man. Yeah,
Shout out.
bad
Subplot.
choice, Noah on Twitch. You stream most days now, huh?
Yeah, I've been streaming almost every day.
Yeah, he's into
It's
it.
fun.
Yeah, I know
I like-
you're into it.
I like hanging out with the people.
It is
That's
nice.
cool. Well, yeah, go check him out, man. Link in the description.
Lisa says, hi, guys. Absolutely love you all from Bedfordshire.
Oh, I love
England.
Bedfordshire.
What
one
can
place I love.
reptile people from other countries do to help with the U.S. ARC fight? Good
So,
question.
it's a great question. I mean, to be totally honest with you, I think the best thing you can do, much like we will do for you, if you have situations, is just donate, even if it's $5, I mean,
It
$5 helps. And we, unfortunately, from a legislative standpoint, the senators aren't going to listen to someone from another country. So as much as I'd love for you to send letters, it's probably not, it's going to fall on deaf ears mainly. But, donating $5, $10, whatever the case is, much like we would do and I would do for my friends all around the world. If Australia was fighting a law or Indonesia was fighting a law, I'd be happy to donate to the cause. So, South Africa.
Well, yeah, because let me tell you something. If there's a group in your country and they see this law pass here, they're going to get some bright ideas real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do that?
Yeah, exactly. Seriously.
Yeah.
Demonic reptiles we seen them at the
we went to
Durham show, right?
Durham show, yeah.
Well, nice to see you guys. It says it would be nice if reptile show promoters would only have USARK members vend and maybe also have shipping sites only allow USARK members to ship. I agree 100%.
Well, I think that what I've said before, and I've talked to a couple promoters like this, is I've said you should say, let's say a table fee's $50. And a membership is $25 to USARK. Table fee should be $75.
Yeah.
Unless you're a USARK member, then they're $50.
Yeah.
So
no matter what.
you say, hey, listen, you get a $25 discount if you're a USARK member. If not, you've got to pay the extra $25.
Well, how much is it to be a USARK member, Brian? It's $25.
$25.
So it works out.
And as long as then the show promoters didn't put that in their pocket,
right,
and they actually donated that to USARK,
be better.
I've said that. I've been saying that for years, and I've talked to a couple of my friends that are show promoters, and they're like, "Well, people would probably bitch." Well, you know what? Who cares? They're not going to have a show to vend at if they don't, don't do it. So ruffle some feathers.
Slack's Family Adventures came back to say, hey guys, just wanted to say, took your advice about offering small mouse to my snake on strike. Needless to say, my husband's mad that I got them to eat first.
See?
Another one
it's almost,
saved.
It's almost like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's 30
Congratulations,
years
though. And I am looking forward to the Slack Family Adventures podcast.
Or vlog.
Vlog. Yeah, vlog. Yeah, I'm looking forward
to it. But also,
if
you guys have a podcast, it'd be hysterical, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking. By the way, speaking of, I obviously the name Slack always makes me think of slacklining.
Yeah,
Did you see the guy, I think I saw it on TikTok, so you guys see everything on TikTok, that did the in-between hot air balloons?
Yeah. Scary, isn't it?
Was he free solo?
Dude, you've seen it before, I'm sure.
He had the harness on, but he was
What
still
a
walking from above the clouds, dude. There
What
were
a
clouds below him.
He should have
and he
free
slacklined down that bit. Ooh.
Down that bitch right there, dude.
It gave me chills,
Now,
man.
what would have been cool is that if he had a parachute and he would bounce, and he
I've seen people do that too.
Yeah. That would
People
be
are
cool.
nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Mike the jeweler says,
Hey,
hope
Mike,
everyone's
brother.
doing well. Got to take another trip to Florida, but for good this time. Found out I'm a bone marrow match for somebody with leukemia.
Hey,
Wow. Well,
that's intense.
good for you. You're gonna save some lives.
Yeah, you're
man,
saving
good
some
for
lives,
you,
dude.
man. That's incredible, dude. That's a sacrifice right there. I mean, that's
They go deep,
so,
man.
Yeah.
I think you go straight to heven. You don't even have to go through the gates after that.
Exactly. You do
Yeah.
that, man. St. Peter just waves you through.
Yeah. Oh, hey, there's Mike.
There's Mike the jeweler. No, good on you, brother. I mean, that's amazing. That's
great
you know,
bonation.
Exactly. That's
Sorry,
a good.
I had
That's a
to.
great bonation.
Sorry about that.
No, that's good for you, brother.
Brother Clint says, I've lost 47 pounds since my last visit to the podcast.
Wow.
Portion control and a little sugar.
Damn,
Wow.
son.
I bet you turn sideways. I can't even see ass in here.
Yeah, right.
anymore,
Yeah,
dude.
he wasn't a big guy.
You were
at
big,
all.
dude.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Just kidding me.
I don't recall him.
Maybe he was in
being
feet
overweight.
because he's real tall. So maybe he
Yeah,
lost it. Maybe
47
cut off a
feet.
couple
Do you
inches
think he
of his
lost
legs.
8 inches?
4.7 feet.
Yeah. Oh, he lost 8 inches? I didn't know.
Speaking of that, I saw this freaking show the other day. It's so crazy. It's weird how my mind sparks different
It's
things.
fine.
But it was Ancient Aliens. It wasn't.
I see this weird. I see this mysterious show on the interwebs.
It was
was
called
new.
Ancient Aliens.
Yeah.
And but it was about this Buddhist monk. I guess sometimes they do this.
Yeah.
You know how they talk. It's not quite enlightenment. They call it something different in this particular area in Tibet.
Yeah.
But basically what happens, and it was crazy. I don't know if it's fake or not.
No, this is real.
But so
can
they
tell.
go into a 7-day when they get older and they become whatever. They go into a 7-day continuous meditation, and at the end they claim, and they took pictures of this.
Okay.
The guy was like 5 foot tall or something like that, and by like day 5 he was like 3 foot tall.
And
And they say that as the days go on, and eventually he turns into just light.
Dust.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
Just
say.
light.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it turned into a grain of rice.
No,
or something,
the last picture was just
And
like
that's
a ball
how
of
rice
light.
is made.
There's 0 chance this is real. What do you mean?
Shut
But they did literally have pictures
know,
of a
they
guy
took-
standing next to
I need a
him.
video.
They kept switching him out with another Napoleon. You know?
There was literally, the guy was like, it was actually kind of wild. This dude was like, because he dies because he didn't eat or drink for 7 days, right? And so literally
that's
like
called
day
starving.
5, they have him like saran wrapped.
The fuck out
Bro,
of here,
I
dude.
swear to gosh, man.
I gotta watch this
Oh,
episode.
fuck.
This is truth, man. This is truth.
The lights, them fucking burning him. They're
Shrink away. You're withering away.
And supposedly at the end of this enlightenment, he's able to travel to different galaxies to teach them.
yeah, man, he's in heaven.
He's dead as shit. Yeah,
Oh,
that guy's
he's dead.
dead.
Yeah, he's dead. There's
Can't
no
not
doubt
drink
about that.
water for 7 days, dude.
But he shrinks. That's the thing that's so crazy.
Yeah,
It's like
because he
shrinks.
has no water. He's like a fucking dry sponge.
I think that's called rotting, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm just telling you, it was wild, man. I gotta watch more.
Dude, that show is
wrapped his ass.
that was my favorite show when it came out. First 3 seasons were incredible, and it's just been like trying to piece shit together after that, dude.
This was a good one, though.
They're
man.
like, yeah, Hitler was in touch with aliens. You're like,
Yeah.
"Jeez,
Oh, I
dude."
think he was actually.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you do, Brian. Collier says, howdy, Brian. Hope you, Noah, and Jay are doing well. I just
Thank
got
you.
my gecko shirt and absolutely
thank you.
love it. Thank you for always making my anxiety go down.
I appreciate
buddy.
it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And you'll get a shout out from me. If I haven't already, I went through and did about 50 today video shout outs just saying thank you for joining the Reptile Army and stuff like that. So if I haven't got to you yet, you will get a personal video from me. Every single person that buys from the Reptile Army will get a personal shout out from me.
How beautiful.
100% for U.S. Ark, and if you don't do that, this is the only snake you're gonna have in your collection.
They're gonna have
And we don't know.
toy
That could be
snake.
on
And they're
there.
gonna blacklist.
They can blacklist that
Hey,
one.
well, think about it. If they don't write down wooden snake, it's technically on the blacklist.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're
So
right.
you better not bring that near
And
Ohio.
why are they bringing color into this?
Every time.
Every time.
It's always got to be about the race with you guys.
It's so. That's what I'm saying.
That's what we're
So
saying. Always about the
absurd.
race with them.
And it's just so fucked up.
Yeah.
Slack Family Adventure says
Oh,
we
they're
just
back.
got our GoPros, getting them set up. Good for you.
Good
Dude,
job, man.
you're
You
gonna
better be
kill it.
slacklining though, man.
Yeah.
gotta
Throw the
kill
kids
it.
off a cliff.
I mean, if you had a name like Slack's Family Adventures,
You could crush.
Gotta slackline.
yeah, do you
know
guys
what I mean?
slackline? You
You
should.
brought down a tree with a slack line.
Oh, can we tell that
you mean
story?
the tree apparatus?
we probably did years ago.
Let's tell
it
that
was
again.
last year.
That was
Yeah, it was just-
2020.
It was
Yeah.
last year.
It was
That's
yeah.
20.
You were 21, so
yeah,
yeah, it was
that's when I
last year.
turned 20
21.
is when I turned 21 and 20.
Oh, 20. Yeah, that's right. You're right. So has it
almost-
been 2 years? It'll be
Not-
two,
No, it's been a year.
no, it's been a year and a
months.
few
Change.
months. Yeah, a
Yeah.
year and a few months. Yeah, yeah. So a year ago.
Still counts.
Yeah, a
It's
year
over
ago.
a year.
Yeah,
Stop
just
busting my
barely
balls,
over a
dude.
year ago. So what happened was we brought a slack line and we were
Near
we,
Yellowstone.
we're near
Actually, in Yellowstone
yeah, we were
at that point.
in Yellowstone at the time, but we pulled up in our we had a little RV and we pull up to this like it was actually cool, right? Because we pull up to this like little RV,
All snowed in.
yeah, all snowed in. There's like one RV there. And it's right on a river, mountains, beautiful, stuff like
Sunset,
that. It's
beautiful.
absolutely beautiful. And we're just like, hey, we're just going to pull up here, hang out here for the sunset. We're going to do
So
some
good.
stuff like that. So we pull up and it's closed, right? But so the one person like walks out of the RV and she's like, oh, I'm just here. I'm like so-and-so's cousin. It's closed for the winter. And I go, can we just like hang here for
Yeah, you're like, I'll pay
a
whatever.
I'll pay whatever you want just for a couple hours. We just want to hang here for a couple hours, enjoy the river a little bit, hang out. And she's like, yeah, go ahead. Just have fun. I'm like, all right, sweet. So we pull out the slack line.
Cause havoc immediately.
Yeah, we
dude.
pull out the
These
slack
city
line.
slickers ain't nothing but
and
shit.
you like ratchet them between trees, right?
It's just a ratchet strap. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's
just
a ratchet
it's
strap
just
you're
a
standing
ratchet
on.
strap. Yeah, exactly. So we're ratcheting, and did I step on it or just when it was
No,
just the
you
ratchet? It was
you
just
stepped on it.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
it was
caused.
yeah, so it was we ratchet these trees
Real tight.
real tight. I step on the slack line. The fucking tree literally
snaps.
falls. It goes.
So
and it's
this
just like
lovely lady just allowed us to stay on their property, and
And we're, like,
ripping
tearing
trees out.
trees down.
People jumping in the river
yeah,
half
then,
naked.
then we
Snow.
then we went down to our skivvies and went in the
So
River
good.
diving.
River
went in the
diving.
river. I mean, it's iced over. It's 30 degrees. It was like 17 degrees outside.
Easy, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It was like
man,
17
you're being
degrees outside.
generous.
Yeah, and it was cold outside. Rivers iced over, and we literally jumped in. And I went like full on. I went to my belly in that river,
to
man.
the
So
nippies.
cold. My feet up to my ankles were numb.
Frozen.
Actually
Yeah.
numb.
Yeah, and then we had to run back from the river to the RV.
And it was slippery and
uphill,
cold.
uphill, and the
Naked.
snow.
Oh, you forgot to put all your stuff back on.
Yeah,
you
right.
should have put your
Yeah.
stuff back on and then ran up. You're like, I'll
Yeah.
make it.
I was just like so panicked.
But it was pretty far.
was
Like,
like-
it wasn't like super close.
And the
you know?
It
RV
was
was
100 yards.
cold.
Probably. Yeah, the RV
wasn't
was
even
cold.
hot.
No, I know, but I went in there and I was about hotter than that water.
a little bit.
Tell you
yeah.
that much.
I thought I was losing my feet. I didn't think I was ever gonna get them back.
It was a really
You know
fun
what's
time,
crazy?
though.
The Iceman. That's his
Wim
name, right?
Hof, Wim Hof.
Will Hof.
Wim Hof.
Wim Hof. Willie.
Yeah,
William.
Wim.
Wimmy.
He does those like naked retreats. Like
Yeah.
you wear like board shorts and you hike up a fucking
Yeah,
snowy
3 hour,
mountain.
3 hour mountain hike. Yeah, 3 hours,
And
one
you're
way.
just wearing board shorts, Jay.
No,
I know, I've seen this
no shoes or anything.
Oh,
I
no
actually-
shoes.
No shoes.
No.
No shoes. Just shorts. Yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
he teaches you how to do it. Like he,
Yeah, I literally
you pay.
walk. I walk from my back door to my sauna in the snow,
And it's
which
a
is 20
160
feet, and I
degree sauna.
almost don't make it. I like literally
it's
halfway
bad.
there. I almost turn around.
The feet are cold. It's
Oh my god!
cold.
By the time I get to the sauna, my feet are done, and that's 20 feet.
But once you're in the sauna, you get out.
Oh,
it's
it's nice. Yeah, getting out is great.
Yeah, 'cause
you
then
could
it
like
feels
lay
good.
in the snow. You know, it's
Yeah.
like you're like, oh, that walk back to the house is so refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But it's pretty crazy that he
That's-
just takes random civilians.
Yeah, I think it takes like 5 days of training.
That's
I think
it.
it's like you go there for 5 days. I think
gotta
the
do this.
entire retreat is 5 days long. Which, by the way, I did some Wim Hof breathing yesterday.
How'd that work out?
you
I mean, it was good. You know,
What'd you do?
just some of the hyperventilating and then holding breath and stuff.
That
like
stuff
that.
does work very well. Build
Well,
up
yeah,
your
it's
blood
really good.
oxygen levels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does
you're
that, and it
Ridding carbon dioxide. I'm just making
yeah,
words up.
we're in something.
Carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
CO2.
But
what's that?
yeah,
Carbon dioxide. You were right.
Yeah, CO2.
Okay, that's
yeah.
what.
Yeah. So I think
So yeah.
That's like what you do. Like if say you crash your car off a bridge, you know what I mean. You're in water now.
Start watching Wim Hof
You have
videos. Yeah.
no. Well, you have to do the breathing technique because you actually have to hyperventilate yourself.
So you can hold your
So-
breath long enough.
So you don't actually like. I don't think you have more oxygen, but you trick your body to thinking you have more, so that you can actually.
Wouldn't
hold
doubt
your-
if you built up levels of oxygen.
I think
Hold
you
your
actually.
breath
I think
underwater
weirdly enough,
longer.
I think you do build up like
Yeah.
Oxygen
something
reserves
is like
almost, yeah.
because David Blaine does that.
Yeah.
You know where
Oh,
he-
Dave?
David Blaine,
Yeah,
our,
Dave?
our buddy Dave,
Yeah, buddy Dave?
David.
Yeah,
Latin.
Yeah.
Berm Donor says, Noah,
Noah.
what's up, homie? I hope you are there when I come up. See you soon.
Dude, that's what's up.
Coming
man.
in end of February.
End of February. Yeah, we always say
town.
we ask when, but now I know for sure he's
end of
coming the end of the last weekend of February.
I'll remember forever.
Now
with
I
you.
know
Yeah,
for
I'll be
sure.
there.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
see you
he's gonna
soon,
be here,
Berm
yeah.
Domer. I'll donate you some berm.
He's going to be bumming because berms are not going to be
Yeah.
on that list. You know, it's immediate. You know, so berm donor, let's get this shit kicked because you'll be out of business.
Tiffany says, just got my Valentine's Day shirt. Now
Nice.
now I have to tie dye it because I can't do white, but I'll wait till after Valentine's Day. Sizzy needs to hurry home.
Who's Sizzy?
I think that's
These
her
are
new snake,
the
right?
new snake we're going to send her.
But it's just been too cold.
We just well, not this week we might have been able to do it, to be totally honest with you, because we did ship some stuff this
we
week.
just
But
wanted
I've
to
just been
torture
too,
her
I
a
just
little
want to
bit.
torture her a little bit.
yeah, yeah. You ain't
No, I've just been so freaking busy, man. It's been a bonkers.
Thank you, Tiffany.
we love
you know
you.
what's smart? We should do a tie-dye shirt. Why haven't we?
You know, we do at the Reptarium.
Well, yeah, but that's not Reptile Army.
No, not Reptile Army.
Even if
yeah.
it was a basic
You know what's
design
weird
with
is that someone told me just today that most of our shirts aren't in long sleeve. Like, why would they not be in long sleeve?
I don't know.
Maybe
It's
that person-
winter. You know,
Does
I
that
mean, like
person know what they're
everything's.
talking about?
I mean, it wouldn't
Probably.
surprise me because the other thing I've heard is that they're not in children's sizes. Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, I don't run the Reptile Army manufacturing side of the house. I just do the design. We do the design, and then we put stuff out, and then they choose pretty much everything else. You know, I just let them do what
They
they're
do
gonna
like everything. Yeah.
And but yeah, I mean, you think that every single thing would have a hoodie, every single thing would have a long sleeve. Makes
Yeah.
sense, and it should all have children's sizes.
not
too.
even the baby
Write it
onesies. Those
down.
are an adult size too.
Well, no, baby onesies are on Reptarium. We don't even have baby onesies on Reptile Army.
Oh,
We only
really?
have baby onesies on the Reptarium
Oh, I
site.
thought we
yeah.
did.
No. Where you have Reptarium site, we have baby ones, but not
We need to
on
do
Reptile
some
Army. So
chatting about
we got
that.
I got to maybe have a couple meetings with our people
With
over
Phil.
there.
Why'd you bring this mask down, by the way?
It fell off the wall and broke.
Yeah, it's haunted.
I thought it was haunted before then.
Yeah, well,
no,
now it's real haunted.
really
Where's it?
haunted.
It's broken.
Well, I think your mom taped it back together.
Oh, nice.
Which means it's broken.
Taped the ancient fucking
Shit's been around for
Oh,
decades.
dude.
Breaks in a week.
100 years, bro. They
we
use
need
that
some
in
glue, some
rituals.
Elmer's. I think Elmer's glue will work.
Yeah, I
you
think that
just
should hold
broke
it together.
again, man. Is that
Yeah, it's rough.
masking tape Mom used?
Well, it's a mask.
No, I think the mask. Exactly. No, I think that was already
That's a
on
good
there
joke.
for like eyebrows or something like that.
Look how big that dillo is, though. That's a big
thought you were
dillo.
going a different word there, but
You know what I mean?
it's fine.
Yeah, it is. It's a big deal.
Brillo's gonna be there soon.
Tiptoe around that.
He's almost there.
Brillo's
If you skinned him right now, he'd be that
a
big.
hell of a mask.
Well, I'm just waiting for him to get big enough so we could hang him
more
up on the
masks.
wall.
More masks.
Yeah, that's all I care about with dildo.
Yeah, Brillo's dildo. Roberta says, "Hey guys, I remember that vlog in Yellowstone. What happened to Anthony? Anthony's back in Jersey. He has some family issues going on, guys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
send him some
he's
love.
back in Jersey. We just chatted a little bit today. So yeah, I wish him luck with everything. But
he's going to Nepal. He's just out. He's like, I'm going to Nepal.
Is he really?
I don't know. That's his game plan is. He's
Oh
like,
my gosh, that would be
Nepal's
crazy.
cool.
I would love it.
Nepal would be amazing.
Yeah.
Man.
Could you imagine?
I think there's a war going on there.
He
but-
could fight.
I don't think in Nepal there is.
Maybe I'll tell him to go to
Google
Ukraine.
it.
I think they're like Tibetan there, aren't
Google
they?
it.
Aren't they like all like
Pretty sure
peace?
there's a Tapalan war.
Nepal and
T-ball.
Nepalese war.
Nepal.
Oh, I thought we were talking
I
about Tapal.
No,
I don't even know what Nepal
But
is.
there is a
I've never heard-
Nepalese civil war in 2006.
Interesting.
Wait, look up Tapal. I think I just made some country
I've never
up.
even heard of Nepal before.
I thought it was some Middle Eastern ass.
Temple, yeah, nah, dude.
No, not temple.
yeah,
bro.
nah, dude.
There's the Ukraine.
What's that?
Yeah, the
That's-
Ukraine's going to war
Ukraine
right
is
now.
like on the edge of war with Russia right now. But I've never heard of
Nepal.
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 Nepal though, but that's crazy that there's a Nepalese civil war.
war
I've never
happened.
even heard of that. I thought these
course.
people they were all Buddhists there. I didn't think they believed in war.
I mean, shit, man. There's concentration camps. In
But
the
I guess
world
they
right
do
now.
kung fu over there, right?
They do.
They probably all like.
Come on, no.
Well, I'm just saying.
Martial arts.
Yeah, I don't know if it's kung fu. That's
I don't
fair.
know.
That's
Kung-
fair. That's like
Kung fu.
they
don't
do
know.
it. They do
What do you do?
karate over there, right?
What are you,
What is
Trump
the
over
Nepa-
here,
what is
boy?
the Napoleon
Fighting
martial-
style?
Fighting style. We got to see this.
No, it's
Look up.
Nepalese.
Nipple.
Nipple. What's the nipple fighting style?
No, nipple. MMA.
What is this called?
It's karate
Oh, it's
kung,
kung
fu.
fu.
We called it off the fucking
Damn,
gate,
boy.
dude. That's what I'm saying. We're fucking.
Judo
We're
too.
doing it, man.
We ain't bigots.
We're diverse.
Actually, I went to that energy chick this week. She told me I should get into like
Martial arts?
kickboxing or martial
If
arts.
you do it, I'll fucking do it. I've
Yeah,
been
she
wanting to
said-
do it.
You
She
should.
said that
I
I
think
should.
you'd like
she
it.
said that I needed to like get, because I really don't get mad. You know what I mean? Like I very rarely like yell.
Yeah.
You know, I might get like upset and like, but I internalize
Flustered,
it. I get
yeah.
internalized
You do.
my
Yeah,
upset.
You should beat the
you know?
shit out of a
And that's
bag.
what she
I
said.
agree.
She said, "Yeah, you need to stomp on." She said, "Think." I never heard of this before, but it's interesting. It kind of goes back to the whole grounding thing. You know, like earthing. I mean, you know, where you step on the earth and stuff like that. She said, "Think about children, right? Like when a child gets upset, what
Stomp
do they
'em
do?
out,
They
yeah.
stomp the ground.
Ooh.
You
So
know?
they're putting that into the earth.
Yeah, and that's because that's
Is that like
that's
pollution, though?
No, but that's
Wait,
like
You
built.
don't think so?
Dude, remember?
What?
Remember Liam?
Yo, yeah, dude.
He would literally stomp the ground.
Yeah, I mean, kids do it all the time, and that's like born in us.
Yeah.
And that's what she said. She said you need to stomp something, you need to kick something, you need to punch something
I don't
to
disagree
get
at
that
all.
energy out.
That'd be
Or maybe
fun.
he's
You know,
join
that's
that
smart.
bar hockey team again, start getting in fist fights.
Oh
no?
gosh, I hate that, man. That's so bad.
Okay.
I think we should do kickboxing.
Kickboxing would be
Or
really cool.
or you do Muay Thai, which is like kickboxing, but like for
man.
like, you know,
I don't
want to
get. I don't want to get hurt though.
No,
I just
it's the
wanna
same
kick
thing.
Shit, I, think.
I know,
No,
but Muay Thai. No, I know what
the same
Muay Thai
thing.
is, but it's
It's just a different country's kickboxing. Same
yeah,
thing.
Yeah, but American only.
Yeah,
over here,
that's
brother.
what I'm saying. I don't want the American course. I want the Brazilian
Yeah.
stuff. You know.
Yeah,
Only if Joe Rogan taught the class.
Well, that's
Yeah.
BJJ.
Muay Thai is based in the clinch. You're supposed to have the Muay
You just
Thai
like
clinch.
hit him
Yeah.
with your shoulders to the
Shit.
face. and
Yeah.
Yeah,
stuff.
bloody shoulders.
But yeah, Anderson Silva was a Muay Thai expert.
Legend.
That's it. Black belt. Yeah,
He was a star.
What did he just do? He
he
did
boxed
something
somebody. He
embarrassing,
just
yeah.
boxed somebody. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
It
he
didn't go good.
I don't know if it went good, but he just boxed. He
weird.
didn't. I think he won actually.
Yeah.
I think it was just a boxing match. Jake Paul's made all those MMA guys go box now.
Yeah, they're like, we're making bank now.
like
dude.
we're making way more money and we don't get knees to the face. You
Yeah.
know?
and they got big gloves on.
They got these big pillows on their hands.
Yeah. True.
Berm Donor says, I will be donating berms if all my females lay and they pass these laws. You get a berm and you get a berm and you get a berm.
As long as you don't send them across state lines. 'Cause
Yeah,
then you're going to be donating to the
Your
you're gonna be-
commissary?
Yeah, commissary.
Yeah,
you're
commissary
gonna-
at the
yeah.
local
Gonna be
state
donating
prison.
Jay's,
Petco.
Jay's stepdad's going to be taking care of you.
Yeah, whipping you around a little bit.
Come here, Mr. Burnover. You fucking criminal.
You said he was a correctional officer?
Yeah, but for kids though, he used to rip them around, dude, throw them through the fence, all that.
You
Throw
bastards.
through the fence.
nothing worse.
Yeah, they
Can't really,
kids.
Yeah, you can't really beat up kids. You know.
Oh yes, you can, dude.
Can you beat up kids?
You're a CO.
They do riot, dude. He used to be in like riot control, 100%.
that's nuts.
Oh, they'd
I'd
beat the shit out of kids, dude.
Nightclubs, mace.
Do you think I could do that? Because that could get my energy out. Because a
And
lot
it's
of times those like 15-year-old brat kids.
Yeah, how many rounds? How many rounds of 5-year-olds do you think you could take, Brian? Let's figure this out.
Okay,
and every round there gets it adds like a couple more.
So I think that if you got over, it depends on the 5-year-old, right?
Only girls?
Let's say the 5-year-olds were like tenacious, and they you know
I'm
they
up
want
so many 5-year-olds, Brian. Dude,
A lot bigger than
5-year-old.
I
They're a
think
lot
that
bigger than us.
I think that if you got past 10, it'd be hard. Like
Well,
10
that's where the
5-year-olds.
kickboxing comes in.
Yeah. We could bump those numbers up. You know,
If you had 10 like Carsons, you know what I mean?
That's fucked. That's hard.
That'd be he'd kick.
I couldn't take 3.
Yeah.
kicking kicks back, dude.
Yeah.
That's
All
fucked
right.
up, Jay. Why'd you make us talk about that?
I don't know. I heard it on another podcast. I thought it was gonna be a good idea, but
It was my podcast.
that's
What
fair.
part? What was
I've-
what was
That's
it?
probably where I heard
It
it.
was.
About what?
Beating up little kids.
I think I do remember this actually. I
Yeah,
think I
Nick-
remember the talk about
Nick
this.
asked me.
Yeah, I think I
good.
remember the talk about it. What was it like? Something like,
Every
would you rather fight 2 15-year-olds or 10 5-year-olds or something like that?
No, it was just talking about beating up preschoolers or something. I don't know.
It's a great topic, to be honest.
That's like a horrible topic.
Alex says, Brian, get mad at the people who don't support you.
I mean, I'm always mad. I'm mad at a lot of people. You know, I mean,
I don't get mad. I'm always mad.
No, I don't get angry like
Yeah, I know,
like
I
I,
know.
don't yell and
I agree.
scream, but you know, I should say I get frustrated.
That's a great word
I get
for it,
frustrated about the people that complain that things aren't going well but don't participate in making things better.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like we work really hard at a lot of different things. And so we have a right to be upset when things don't go our way because we put our money where our mouth is.
Yeah.
We put our energy. We do all kinds of stuff. But a lot of people don't. It's analogous to the person that like doesn't like their lot in life, but they're not willing to change that lot in life and
They just
complain
woe is me
about it.
forever,
Yeah, they
yeah.
just complain. Or someone that's dealing with anxiety and depression that doesn't do something to make their anxiety and depression better. You know, I mean, it's like, you know, don't be a good sufferer, make it better. You know, do whatever you have to do to get past that lot in life. And so I feel like, yeah, you know, people that don't support USR, you know, fuck you. You know what I mean? I'll say that just point blank because I think it's bullshit. You know, it's like, why am I paying to support your hobby?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, why am my hard-earned money going to support you and you're not even doing anything? You know what I mean? Like, because as a whole, I think that I think if I'm not mistaken, I could be completely wrong. And I if I had Phil on, I'd be able to tell you more. And we could have Phil on
I would love
sometime.
to. That'd
But
be great.
I don't think that there's more than 20,000 members to USARC.
Really?
You know, and think about that. 20,000 members. Well, let's look at USARC's Instagram.
And it's not like we're in like a dry period of peace. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of laws that have been going past and like trying to get through. It's like, you
You're
know what I
right.
mean? It's not like,
We've been on an onslaught.
and that's what I mean.
The
is
last year's
like,
been crazy.
So I mean,
You know?
they have 11,000 followers
I have more than them. That's
Followers?
bullshit.
on Instagram.
All right, so there's I mean, you
But
think
that's
You
crazy.
think they have more donators than followers?
Probably.
I think they
but-
probably do have more donators than followers because not everyone's going to follow USARC on Instagram.
Yeah.
But
that's stupid. Yeah.
I want to see what their. I would assume they'd have a bigger Facebook following than Instagram. I'd assume.
I agree. But who knows? Facebook's also harder for some things.
Okay, so USARC official. What do we have here? Well, this is a watch thing.
Watch
118K likes.
Okay.
So they
that's
have
a little better.
118K likes. But that's still, you know, you figure, now in that case, I would say if there's 118K likes, probably 20% of them are actually donating,
Yeah.
you know? So I don't think, I'd say on the upside, they might have 25,000 members. And think about that, you know, 25,000 members out of the millions of people that keep reptiles.
And out of those 25,000, or at tops, I'm sure not all of them are donating crazy amounts of money. They're not companies, all of them. You know what I mean?
Most of them, and probably the majority of, and that's what we need, right? We probably need more $25 donors than $10,000 donors.
That's right.
Because there's probably only still going to be a handful of $10,000 donors.
There's only so many companies.
I think that we should have that $10,000 donors up exponentially.
Yeah.
But I think we need a whole lot of $25 donors. We should be able to have 1 million $25 donors a year, and that'd be $25 million a year.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Which would way outweigh. I think that I heard this once that like 5 people donated, or 5 entities, I should say, organizations had donated like 70% of the budget for the year.
Right, which means that it's just those bigger companies and stuff doing all the work.
So, and I know ZoomEd and Timberline are at the front end of that. They donate big money every year to USR.
Sure.
So
that's all I got on my end, brah.
Yeah. So that's I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any other questions about what's going on with the law, what we should do. If you have any, suggestions, like I said, our video will come out. I know everyone's participating really well. I know there's been a number of videos that have been put out. I know that Chandler and Tyler and I think Justin were filming today, and they were supposed to be putting videos out. I'm assuming on all 3 channels. I've been seeing more. I know Will Nace put something out recently. Obviously Jeremy Turgeon has been all over it. Kevin McCurley from Nerd is no bigger advocate for this. It took us a little longer for the response, not because we weren't thinking about it.
No,
it's just we're more we plan more than, let's say, just turn on the camera and let's roll. We wanted, I was obviously talking to Phil Goss from USARC, the president. I really wanted him to be in the video, so I wanted him to film a piece for the video. So a lot of pieces came together. That just took a little more time. But like I said, we'll have that up on, it's an important video, and I'd rather have not rushed it.
And listen, guys, it's on YouTube, man. Share this video as much as you possibly can.
And
get
by
it
the
out
way,
to everybody.
And by the way, you'll find out when you share the video, it's going to cost me money.
Yeah.
So like every time someone watches the video, we donate.
And we're spending Big Daddy's money tonight, dude.
Yeah. So
seriously though, but please, listen, we don't ask much. You know what I mean? But like, these are the important videos that the more people that know about this, the better chance we have of beating it. So.
Yeah. It's
I mean, share it to your fucking history teacher, man.
Your mom, your cousin.
Well, like you said, it's unconstitutional.
Yeah, he should know.
Yeah,
people that care about that stuff.
Yeah, the problem is, you're right, and the thing that's so sad is that if this is unconstitutional, which I believe it is, because you're usurping the judicial system, once it passed, there's no going back.
And not only that, dude, but
there's no going back.
I know we're saying, like, obviously it's not just about reptile people, it's all pets, but it's not even just about pet people.
Right.
If this goes through, that means this can be done with anything.
Sure.
Anything, and could never get reversed.
And it probably has, though. Yeah. That's the thing. It probably already has been done with a lot of other things that we just don't know about because it's not affecting our lives. And it's business as usual in the government. And that's why people have become so
jaded. Yeah,
and so untrusting of the government because the government does these types of things constantly, and it's very difficult to COVID was the perfect example of how the government fucked us over and over and over again. And there was a latest study out by John Hopkins that said that they didn't feel that, now it wasn't peer reviewed, but John Hopkins is a pretty good source, and it said that the lockdowns didn't save one life. Not one life.
Because everyone got sick that was going to get sick anyway.
Yeah. It
just prolonged it into a different day.
Yeah.
Years.
So the economic damage it did for our country, the mental health issues that people went through and are still going through
was not worth it even a little bit.
Didn't do anything for us at all. It was a complete waste. And that's why some science-based countries and states are now saying, we're done. We're not doing anything anymore. We're reversing everything. I was disappointed the CDC has shit the bread more than any organization ever in existence on this one. But they came out today and said that they still stand behind their mask mandate.
Of course they do.
Even though more and more states are dropping their mask mandate, saying, oh, no more masks. California.
No.
Literally dropped their social distancing and mask mandate for vaccinated individuals as of, I think it's next week.
Wow, crazy.
I think next week.
That's a big battle.
Yep, California was like, we're done with social distancing. We're done with masks. unfortunately, I don't like the fact that they said for vaccinated people only. I think that it shouldn't matter because we now see that vaccinated and unvaccinated people are getting just as sick and with the latest variant.
Yep.
So, anyways, my point is that these are the things that cause people to not trust their government.
Yeah,
Make
good decisions, government,
and it's a shame, and this is a scary situation for animal keepers.
Timothy says ideals on how to control water temp in my anaconda pond, or is that needed with ambient room temp at 75 to 80? And U.S. ARC, this Lacey Act has really worried. Hope we can squash it.
Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too, and that's why we're talking about it tonight, and I'll continue to talk about it. We'll have a video out on Friday. I'll continue to keep you guys updated as I hear more things. Typically we get some inside information as things go on that other people don't get as much. Although, again, Jeremy and Kevin have been really good about getting that inside information out really quickly, doing a lot of lives, and they're doing a great job of it. So, so that's doing good. And as far as water temps, I would get the ambient temperature. What we do, we thought about putting a heater on our thing,
water,
but number one, our room is 82 degrees, and then of course if you heat the cage to 84, 85 degrees with a hot spot of 90, the water is going to be 80
to 90,
right, the water is going to be 80 plus degrees, because the water adjusts to temp. So even if outside your cage is cooler, but inside your cage you're going to have a water temperature. That's not to say you shouldn't heat your anaconda, because if you have let's say you have 500 gallons, like ours is probably 250, 300 gallons of water, maybe 400 gallons.
I was going to say, I think more like 4.
It could be 400 gallons. It takes a lot longer for water to adjust, but we also fill up with a 82 degree water temperature filling up. So,
right. We have a temperature controlled.
Yeah, we have a temperature controlled water source. So 82 degrees. So I would say ours never really fluctuates between 80 and 84 degrees, somewhere in that range. But when we went to Dallas World Aquarium, they actually did have a heater on theirs, and you can go with like pool heaters, pond heaters, all kinds of different stuff, inline tube heaters, that heat. So you could do that.
Brother Clint says, activism on important issues is my passion. Sadly, just like in church, 10% of the people do 90% of the work.
Yes.
And the biggest complainers aren't the workers.
No, you're 100% right. And I'm sure there's no doubt that, religion is probably a microcosm of what we're dealing with this too, I mean, like you said, most people just want to sit back and do nothing and complain about it. And that's a shame. We need everyone to really get it in this fight.
This is a real important one.
This is a fight that we lose this fight, and there's no second fight.
Yeah, it'll change the world as we know it forever.
Yeah, I mean it's like I had mentioned, it's the first one I'm really, really worried about. I'm really concerned about. What's going to happen, and I'm hopeful, because I think that it's opened a lot of people's eyes to what's
Everyone's
going
talking
on.
about it right now.
Everyone's talking about it. I think that as long as people follow through, like Lori, who usually doesn't really get involved in this stuff, was all over it today. She's drafting up a mass email. I mean, we probably have 200,000 people on our email addresses with everything, and she's drafting up an email with a one click, one click, and this is how you get to your emails and stuff like that. And so it's great to see her, passionate about something, because it's not that she's not, she just normally lets me take the reins on this,
it's different.
And it's not that she doesn't care, she just doesn't usually get involved that much. She's always very supportive of all our decisions to donate and support.
Of course, yeah.
But it was good to see even her like rallying, like we need
making
to do
a
this,
thing, to send
like,
out.
Yeah, we've got to do it. So yeah.
Ethan says, do you only sell ball pythons on your website, or can I come into BHB or the Reptarium and buy one from you?
So you can come into the Reptarium and purchase one online and then get it at the Reptarium. And most of the time, if we're not overly busy, if you wanted to hey, I want to see it first, we normally will bring it up and show it to you. But it's not a pet shop, so there's not like animals available. Just like come in and shop around, shop around and stuff like that. And we don't take people to BHB to shop either. So, but if you come into the Reptarium and are like, hey, I want to buy this ball python, number one, you can pick it up there, and usually we'll at least go get it for you and let you kick the tires for a minute with it. Like I said, the only time we don't do that is if it's the only time we don't do that is if it's just super crush busy and we don't have enough help and we're like, I'm sorry, we can't spend 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'd love to, we just cannot.
Yeah, so it just depends, but usually we can take care of that. Yeah,
that's all I got, Mr. Brown.
Yeah, so trying to think what else. Like, again, if you guys have any other questions, that's up in the supers, please. So I mean, that's the end. We can stop talking about. Well, we'll still talk about it, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But, I mean, it was the theme of what's going on. But beyond that, I'm trying to think what else is up lately.
We got a big video coming out.
Yeah,
Saturday.
we have. Oh my gosh!
I mean, you guys are gonna flip
Saturday. So this is the most time, not only in production we've ever put into a video, but also post production we've ever put in. Pre, post, and production. To give you it took us 50 hours to film it, more than 50 hours to film it.
Well, how much? Because you spent the whole couple days before, thinking about it.
Yeah. It took us. I probably spent several hours pre-production. Then Jay and I obviously talked through the pre-production, and then 50 hours to film it. 50 plus hours, just over 50 hours to film it. And then Jay's probably going to put 20, 30 hours.
I was going to say I'm probably at close to 24 now,
right?
And then Noah's also helped, and he put all day today, 8 hours probably. Close to that though, 6 hours maybe.
Like 5.
5 hours still. So that's already almost at 30 hours, and we're about halfway done.
We might have 60 hours into post production into this video. So again,
hope you guys like it. Is all
I
we're
hope
saying.
You like it, because if you don't like it, then
we're killing ourselves.
We wasted a lot of time.
No, dude.
No, it's a good video.
Yeah, and not only that, but I don't think there was any waste of time. One, I enjoyed doing. We had fun. We had a blast doing it. And,
it was fun.
I've learned a lot even just through editing it.
Yeah,
so.
it was definitely an interesting video, departure from what we normally do, and but in a good way, not in a bad way. And it was, we keep saying that we're going to do the Saturday kind of more, and not every Saturday is going to have a video that's this intense, because we couldn't keep this pace up,
Not with doing what we do.
But most Saturdays we're going to have just a highly more, much more thought out, intentional video that has a lot more edits to it as far as fun stuff and keeping it fast paced, and we're just going to see how it goes. Last weekend we did, Paul Cafaro's. I think that went over really well.
Yeah, I loved it. Everyone I read, every comment I read on it was like, "Oh, I love the style, I love the way this looks." Yeah. So it was definitely cool.
And then this weekend is next level. Like I said, I mean, I don't even know how we top this one. I mean, we will top it.
I have a couple ideas.
Yeah, we will top it, and we will keep going. But this is definitely going to be a big one. And then
the week after is even a good one.
The next week
right?
after is going to be a good one. It just wasn't as, it's not going to have as craziness as this next week.
And the cool thing is that because we're doing this, certain things that we'll learn. Not everything I can put into the daily just because it's daily. But there are some things that I'll learn from this that will get transferred into daily, because maybe it's not that difficult. Maybe it takes an extra half an hour, hour or something like that. So it's cool. It's
so we're always trying to grow, right? That's the kind of the
I mean, if you look at the vlogs, I mean, there's at least 4 or 5 crazy changes in the last 2 years. 3 years, whatever.
And we're going to try to find that medium that works, for everybody, that we're still educating people, but also entertaining people and getting people excited about it.
Hell yeah. Pat Greiser says, hey, Brian, are you still doing virtual tours? And make sure we are, but you are.
Yeah, we are, but I'm not doing virtual tours personally. I'm just too busy these days. But our staff is still doing virtuals. Yes.
That's right.
Yeah. So what's up with you, Noah? I mean, you said you were talking about maybe doing a gaming channel.
Yeah, because I've been streaming a lot. And because I've been streaming almost every single day. I don't know. It's just one of those things where I've always enjoyed gaming.
Hell yeah.
You did. You always have.
And what they say is just try, if you could make a job of what you love, whatever. So it's just a side thing I'm doing right now, but
see where it goes.
But you never know.
Yeah.
And so
what would the gaming channel be? Because I mean, we know you have the one channel.
It would be, I think I would name it. Well, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna name it.
Right. No, you don't have to do that. But what you just upload clips from Twitch then, or?
Well, it'd be multiple different things. I could upload clips from Twitch. I could do tips and tricks videos of the games I play. I could do I don't know if I want to play a certain game, I could do like a walkthrough of me playing.
Oh, that'd
it.
be sick too.
There's so many different things.
24-hour challenge just playing Minecraft.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You could
Seriously.
you can do.
Did you do Minecraft ever or no?
I used to when I was a kid all the time.
Yeah.
See, that came out after my time. I never even played once. I've never played.
what's
I
the
remember
big-
when it came out.
What's the big game now?
Ooh, there's a few.
bunch of big games.
Apex.
Like what is like the biggest gamers play?
So what do you mean?
Yeah,
be more elaborate.
Like how Fortnite was with Ninja.
like when
Fortnite was the
Ninja, when
biggest.
Fortnite was like, like what does FaZe play now? Like what are most of the FaZe guys playing?
Okay, well they have a few different professional teams. I don't know. I don't really watch much FaZe. They probably play Call of Duty Warzone.
Warzone's a big one. Yeah, that's like
Call
Call
of
of Duty's version of Fortnite in a way.
Yeah, but FaZe is kind of like that. Call of Duty's not big anymore.
Okay.
Besides Warzone, like nobody like it's not. People don't get hyped for the next Call of Duty anymore. They really dropped
What
the
did I just
ball.
see? What game did I
But
just see
there's-
was
There's a few big games.
what's the game? No, that's just what's the where you steal cars and stuff?
Oh,
like that?
GTA's coming out with a new one.
Yeah, GTA. I heard it's coming out with a
Yeah.
new one. Yeah.
It's gonna be a banger, dude.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
But there's
long
like,
time.
honestly, League of Legends is huge, but that's been huge forever.
Yeah, it's been huge for a long time. Yeah.
Valorant's a really big one
Okay.
right now.
That's a computer game.
Yeah, that one's like a first-person shooter strategy type thing, but that one gets hundreds of thousands of views on Twitch, like live
Nice.
all the
Wow.
time. There's a new game, Dead by Daylight. It's like a story kind of game. You're killing zombies and shit.
Hell yeah.
That
What
one's
game
pretty
would
big
I
right
be
now.
good at?
I don't think would be good at any.
Well, there's a couple things because what they say, like as you get older, you don't have the reflex time. Is that what
Reaction
part
time,
of it?
yeah.
Reaction
You probably
time?
don't have. Well,
I'm pretty
you could
quick.
train it. You could
Pretty
train.
quick.
Well, you could train the mouse click. I think you'd be all right. But the problem is putting it all together.
Yeah.
Because like last time I tried to get you to play like Call of Duty
Too much.
in like middle
it too
school
much?
or like something.
Yeah.
It was a little too much for you.
Yeah, he was confused.
It's hard, dude. Like I've tried even to get Marie to play that Call of the Wild game, which is so
Hunter
slow.
game?
It's so slow, dude. I mean, it's so slow paced,
Yeah.
and she can't even like move forward, right? Because she's like trying to use the left one or the right one wrong, and I'm like, no, you keep the left one normal or whatever,
Yeah.
and you're just using it to walk, and your right is your neck. You just
But
moving
this
your neck.
one,
They don't get it.
I've turned
Virtual
in,
reality.
I guess somebody told me his name was EJ. He said that since I played this one game, or we play it, we're masochists.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're a
it's-
sadomasochist.
Because
Nice.
it's so hard.
Because it's so hard and
Yeah.
it's like
It just DPs
painful.
you. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So like it's not rewarding to me at all.
It's
but
a
I'm
suffering.
I'm
You
addicted
can't
to
stop
it.
because you're
can't
like, I
stop.
gotta get better.
It's called Escape from Tarkov.
Oh yeah,
It's
I've heard
the
of this.
worst
I've heard of this.
fucking. It's the
Really?
worst thing of my life.
You know,
What?
right?
And I'm addicted to it.
And you
I
can't
stop playing.
I hate this game, but I can't play. I'm going to
You
play it
know,
again.
You know
right?
why I
Yuna's
play
in
it
there?
is because what?
Is it Yuna? Is there a
don't
chick
know
named?
what
All right,
that
never mind. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
But
You.
I watched these like really good players like play it, and they're just running around. They're just like going ham, killing everybody, getting all this crazy loot. And like I'm like, I get so excited, and then I hop on,
And you don't.
and
rip.
I just die and
Yeah.
die
Oh my
and
gosh.
lose all my gear. It's so annoying.
Love it.
Sounds amazing. Sounds like a great time.
Yeah, but I don't think there's really like, and I could be wrong, but I don't think there's really like a Fortnite going on right now.
Really.
I think it's kind
no.
of
It's
all
spread
broken up,
out
right?
now.
Can you? Is there like VR stuff that's popular?
Yeah, that the one that came with Oculus 2, which was it would look like Ready Player One. I don't know if you remember what I'm talking about, but
I didn't.
Oh
play
yeah,
that
it's like a
one.
real.
It was
life,
called
in real
something like
life.
that,
It's
like
a-
Player
yeah,
One
it's
or something like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, it's something one. Yeah.
that game's pretty big because it's almost like a Fortnite but VR, and it's hysterical.
can
You,
you-
like throw
can
the
you-
guns
I'll have
up
to
and do
watch it.
shit. It's
And
hysterical.
Can you can stream that though or no?
Oh, I'm sure you could.
You could. I mean, you probably
People
have
do
to
it all
Well,
the
I
time.
saw that the
something up.
ICP Keegan was doing some
VR streaming.
some VR streaming.
You can
but I
VR
don't
stream
know
for
where that-
sure. For
I
sure.
don't know where he's doing that because that VR's just sat on our desk. We haven't.
I
even
know.
done
I'm
anything.
telling
Jake
you.
predicted it. I think it only happened because Jay said it would.
No, because
What's that
I
sound?
said.
I
Jay
just
said
haven't
we got to
had a
get
chance
that thing off your dad's desk. It's not going to stay there forever. The day we got it. The day we got it. And that's what
I did say
happened.
that shit.
It hasn't even moved.
It
from my
hasn't moved.
desk.
It's got
in the
dust, dude.
future.
What?
It would be cool though, man. I'd like to take it home and just play with it. You know,
Do it.
Yeah, there's literally nothing.
There's nothing to
stopping you.
like to. Just throw it in there.
Yeah.
Just go do it. Do it
Yeah.
tonight.
I'm gonna do it tonight.
They have cool games on there.
I'm
like,
gonna get $100.
like gun games.
$100. I don't even need to eat no fucking BLT. That ain't happening, dude. Zero chance. There's 67 markers up there.
BLT and a Sunday, baby. $100. Man.
I'll try. Listen, I'll give it my all, but
I'm gonna film that shit.
Oh, our
Of
BJ
course.
man's here.
BJ.
What's up?
This
dude?
is B. Jason here, Morph Mixology.
B.
Says,
Jason.
sup, dudes? First time watching while they drain the life force out of me, donating plasma.
Oh.
Arlington bound tomorrow.
Did you? Oh, that's right. The NARBC is in
brutal.
Orlando.
Life
yeah.
force.
The NARBC is in Orlando tomorrow or this weekend.
Arlington.
Arlington. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Again, big donators to USARK down there. The US, obviously, the Tinley USARK auction is the big one, but the Arlington is always good too. I mean, all the NARBCs raise a lot of money, probably more money than any other reptile show out there, which is really nice. I mean, sometimes USARK gets $100,000+ from Tinley. Yeah, it can be it can be $100,000. I mean, it's amazing the money that we raise. You know, when we're there. That's something I miss the auctions. I always donated a lot at the auctions, and I wouldn't mind maybe going to that.
It
But
actually just made me have a little bit of an idea. Like, I wonder if, like, I don't know if we don't have to do it, but maybe somebody can do it. Almost like a croc fest, but for like keeping animals that we all keep. You know what I mean? Like something to raise money that's not just a show. Like it could be at a zoo or something. I don't know.
I see what you're saying.
It could be
Yeah,
cool
like
to do
just
something like that.
Just like
you know?
an
event.
fundraiser.
Bring
event.
kids, bring family. It doesn't have to just be about buying snakes or anything. You know.
It's interesting.
We don't have to do it.
Yeah.
But somebody can do it.
But what else?
Or
did
we
he
do it at
say?
Animal Con. You know.
Oh yeah, he was donating plasma.
It's not a bad idea to do one at
You
Animal
get
Con.
how much money did you get? You get a lot of money
Like
for plasma.
$500.
Wait,
Get
for
outta
what?
here.
Okay,
Google
guys, I'll
that
see
shit.
y'all later.
Yeah, because Ashley
definitely get hundreds of
Ashley
dollars.
just did that. Ashley did.
She's
you
on
see
the
her
come
arm
up?
though?
Yeah.
Her arm looked like they
No, I
like
thought
put
she
it in
might
a
have got
vice.
beat or something. I didn't want to say anything.
She said the plasma
I should
guy
have said
like
something though.
broke a vein or some shit. Broke a vein off.
Yeah, I probably should have said. But I didn't want to step into her business.
50 to 75. Mink.
Bro, they dropped that price down. Inflation.
I wonder how
Plasma just ain't worth what it used to be.
Dude, it's not. Look at bone marrow.
how much does it like?
Yeah.
Oh,
does
wait,
it
no, look
hurt?
up
Does it hurt
semen.
when you do it? Semen.
If semen's more, then they're bugging.
No,
dude.
it is. What do you mean? It is.
It's a fucking BLT,
You can earn
bro. I'm
up
out
to
of here.
$1,500 a month.
Yeah, but imagine how many kids are. Oh, you want to hear something crazy about sperm donation?
Yeah,
Check
I
this
know
out.
this.
Don't
I've
interject.
got a story too.
Okay, don't interject. This is
guess.
crazy, Jay.
go
You're
ahead.
gonna get your mind blown.
I can't not interject.
You can only do so many in a certain area because obviously you're donating sperm around to different
all your kids would be your
families.
whole family, your whole town.
Exactly.
Stop,
and then they
dude.
marry and fuck each other, and then guess
Ooh.
what? That's
incest.
incest.
At
And
its
they don't, but
large
they don't
form.
know it though,
But,
so it don't
but
matter.
it's real though. It's genetically incest, even if they don't know it.
So there's this dude that
Scary.
started. You can even punch us up.
Oh, Rod Stewart? Yeah, I got you.
No.
Yeah,
It's I think it's
supposedly
like
his stomach got pumped.
50-year-old. Say like 50-year-old man.
Jesus,
sounded a lot like
be
you.
careful on the
old man.
search
Like
machine, man.
Let's see.
Ejaculation.
Father's 150 kids.
No way,
Man.
really?
Yeah.
Was he? Oh man, that's crazy.
So this sperm donor, 150 kids. He's been doing. He wants to hit 200 before he
He's
retires.
locked down in Argentina.
Oh, what are you doing?
That's fucking
150
Jeff
kids.
Bezos.
He's like, I went to the moon. Would you go get? Hell yeah!
So he's got 150 kids so far, and he wants to get to 200 before he retires.
Is that his real wife, or is that just a
No, I
It's a
think just
donor.
like a donor.
It's a
Yeah, it's
donation.
He's
rando.
going to the
Look at,
hospital.
he's got
Boner
all
donor.
kinds of them.
I gotta get off
all
this
the
website, dude. This is
fucking
sketchy, dude. We gotta get out of here.
But isn't that crazy?
Oh my
man?
god, dude! Look at this guy.
What?
He said he donated 8 times, $700 in the last month.
8 days, 8 donations in 30 days. What are you, Papa John, dude?
Dude, how is he not passing out?
How much? I mean, my God, like.
And then you're gonna drive to Arlington.
Is it like
gonna have to go through the
what's the
dick to
difference?
get a
I
vein
know this is
next.
stupid, and I'm usually good about science, but what's the difference between plasma and blood? Like, what's the difference between donating?
Well, it's a thicker.
Well, I mean, how do they?
I know what you're
extract-
asking.
How
I
do
don't
they
know.
extract the plasma without doing the blood?
Machine
and
guns.
Does
Well,
it
it's a
hurt more?
different- It's something different. It's juicier.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't understand the process.
Some guy that doesn't
number
know
one.
anything about plasma. It's juicier.
Yes, dude. but
way
I don't
thicker.
understand. Like, I know it's more like yellow, right? Like plasma's like yellow.
I don't
instead of
know.
instead of
look at
red.
Probably going to
I think
like,
you're thinking of marrow.
No, I think it's plasma. I think
Is plasma
plasma's like
yellow?
I know plasma's different. Look up where it is though. Like look up like.
I just want to see some images of some plasma over here, man.
Okay, yeah.
So
yeah,
yellow.
It's like yellow.
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
it's like
you're right.
yellow.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like yellow.
But
how do they get that yellow? How do they get the? Okay, there's a
think
little
they
tube over
donate-
here.
I think you suck it out the same, and then like you just have to keep
I
sucking.
want to see a picture of somebody. This person doesn't look happy about it, dude.
Yeah, you see, man, they're just tapped into a different vein.
We're
it's the
robots.
same
we
vein.
we are
It's the same
robots,
vein.
right? Like, let's
Maybe
talk
what
about
it
this
is,
for a
maybe,
second.
okay, so what it
Definitely.
looks like happens is they pull the blood out, and then the machine separates the plasma and maybe pushes the blood back in, the red
Ooh,
blood
well,
back
that's
in.
important.
Bro, I'm never doing that.
Or maybe not. I don't
Let's
know.
look up how you donate sperm.
I
real
might
quick.
pass out right here. I'm not doing
That
it.
seems a lot more
I'm
pleasant.
not doing it unless I have a technician with me.
Listen, dude, I'll go right after this, dude. $100?
The old NT,
I mean,
man.
filling cups, dude.
Filling cups, dude. Bringing me a fucking
sperm or plasma?
2-liter.
Sperm, dude. I hate the
Sperm.
plasma. It's cheap. It's less money than sperm.
But
Wait,
I wonder if you have to be like, what do you have to be like? No,
I'm intelligent,
Listen,
dude. I
could
got
donate.
there's no way that like any person can walk in and get $100
Well, no,
for
Bruce is-
recording.
Yeah, they could.
Really?
They have to run on a treadmill for 5 minutes, see what your heart rate goes, and
Is that what they said?
yeah.
You definitely do an IQ test, too. So let's not make it all on fucking what somebody looks like.
I don't.
Because they ain't letting just any dumbass out
listen,
there.
There's no choice. We have to do requirements to be a sperm donor. I mean, I got to know now. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I missed my calling. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pent up.
I should probably do it. I should do it a couple times. How cool would that be? Like, then I can see my kids grow up.
All right.
Like, but I don't really have to take care of them.
All right. What we got? The Mayo Clinic here. You got to be, I'm too old, man.
What?
Of course, dude.
You have to be under
There's a
50?
fucking dusty in there, dude.
Yeah, you got blanks, boy.
Bing, bing, dude.
Dude, I read the Bible. That guy was 500 years old when he had
I thought that
babies,
was
man.
part of the requirements was to read the Bible. So it's age, physical
34,
exams, semen
dude.
testing, genetic testing, family medical history, psychological eval,
Oh, I'm
personal
screwed.
and sexual history.
Man, I'm screwed.
Can't,
Well, at
have,
least that part's short.
can't have HIV, man.
And what can you expect? Before sperm donation, you'll likely be asked again to abstain from ejaculation, either through sex or masturbation, for at least 2 to 3 days.
Oh, fuck.
I'm
Well, then
out.
I definitely
I'm
can't
out.
do it. Then fuck, man.
I'm out.
Daily Shooter, that's my nickname.
Pew pew, pew 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 pew.
Oh my God! This see Noah, the podcast always deteriorates.
That's why we need your mom so that she could just be like, "Shut up,"
Yeah, stop talking.
and then we don't talk about this shit. But 3 dudes, no.
Yeah,
we're
no,
talking
that's
about sperm
crazy.
donations.
Oh, yeah. Morph said plasma, they spin it and give me my blood back.
Yeah, that's
Well, that's
what
why
I
it's so
figured, yeah.
cheap. You're barely doing anything.
Yeah.
You know, barely
Do
even
they
helping.
give you crackers or something, too?
Yeah, I wonder.
Probably cookies.
Yeah, I
bet.
wonder. Well, yeah, it's a weird
Get your
thing.
blood sugar up.
But like I said,
Yeah, because when I
Ashley-
got my blood drawn, I think there was a little yellow at the top.
Yeah,
I
think
made,
that's pee.
maybe I made that up.
yeah, I don't
I
remember.
thought so. No, you know what it was? It wasn't my blood. It was vials that were sitting next to me like throughout
so it,
the
like,
day.
se-
I think
se-
it
like,
separated
separated
itself
out, yeah.
through
Ooh.
like time.
It's like, dude, I'm telling you,
think
that's
so.
motor. Plasma's motor oil for humans. Is all I'm saying. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I think that's what happened.
Interesting.
Because I remember seeing the vials and they were like 2
Right.
different layers.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the
Makes
hell?
sense.
Didn't know what that was.
Well, there it goes. Well,
I thought it was fat.
good on you, Jason, for making 700.
And
He's providing for his family.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's saving lives out there.
Yeah, that's when
He's
you
not
know.
telling his wife.
That's when you know ball python sales are down.
People donating plasma.
Pretty soon Miguel will be at the freaking plasma place every day. I gotta get another Rolex. I gotta get
I
some
gotta get some
plasma.
plasma out me.
Like, can I do this 3 times a day?
I gotta go to Vegas tomorrow.
Shit, if Jason did it 8 times in a month and got 700, if you could do
times
8,
a month.
you could do it 6 times a day.
It's twice a week.
Think about that money. You make $500 a day if you do it 6 times a day.
I'm surprised. I thought the sperm was 500.
We keep going back to the
tap
sperm.
in the tables. What got me, dude? Like shit. Fuck. God damn it.
Well, I'm just saying.
God damn it, Will
$100
Burns.
is pretty cheap for your seed of life. Like that's all. I'm like.
Well, yeah, but
Are we that broke as a
But-
country?
I don't
dude,
know, but
we wanna
most of,
see-
most of it goes to waste.
I'm
though,
trying to
you know what
convince
I'm saying?
Maria to get rid of her eggs. Is all I'm saying, dude.
Really?
Yeah, right.
They're expensive, bro. You can get good money
At
for
least
some
get rid of
eggs.
one.
Let's see how much. Let's see how much.
One good egg.
One good egg. I think you got to do it.
What about testy? You know what I mean? I'll donate a testy.
Well, that ain't going to do anybody any good.
Why? They can pump some down in the lab, probably.
No, they don't keep them. They don't keep
5,000 to 10,000 per cycle, dude. That's per month, bro.
Per month.
She's living free in my house.
Wait a minute,
without
dude.
giving up some fucking eggs. Dude.
Wait, dude, they keep
That's
it alive?
my chicken right there.
They keep her egg alive and then give her 10 grand a cycle?
Yeah.
Every time it sheds, it'll lay
No, like every
dude.
month. Every month she's going to have new eggs.
Onion. Yeah, every month she's going to go through a
the
cycle.
egg inside of her?
Yeah, and then she can have new eggs every month.
So women,
What?
listen, I know you went to a Catholic school or
Yeah, that
whatever.
teach me shit, brother.
So women are born with the same amount of eggs they carry through their whole life, and every month when they go through the period.
Yeah, when their periods are discharging eggs.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck.
That's them laying the little chickies.
I thought that was the devil inside of them.
Coming out.
Scratching their inner.
That's probably what they taught you, dude.
Wait
to
a
be
minute,
honest.
dude. That's crazy.
That's 5 to
Wait,
10
wait,
grand
wait,
a month,
wait.
bro.
5 to 10 grand, and then, but they can just be like, "You're getting pregnant this month, bitch." That's what this is.
No. They just take your
They
egg.
take
You don't.
it.
You
They
don't
take
have
it.
to
They
do
give it
anything.
to
Take
other-
the dead one,
They take the live one to give it to another woman that can't
and then
produce.
it grows back.
Yes.
What?
That's when how babies growing.
Your woman
Unlimited.
is dumb as shit.
It's
bro.
infinite money glitch, bro.
Oh shit!
Oh,
there's a baby too.
Oh, we got a barbecue.
We gotta get out of here.
We got a birthday.
It's getting too crazy, dude.
Yeah,
The
we gotta-
barbecue's getting lit.
What?
We gotta get out of here before
got
we
a
start
birthday
talking about
party.
titty donations.
Dude,
We just can't scream to the
5
kids
to
upstairs.
10 grand a month.
Yeah.
Why is I saw a homeless woman on the side of the fucking road going to fucking Cordoba. She's 100,000-aire. She doesn't even know it.
She's an idiot.
I imagine it's got to be not
Get
as
me
easy
outta
as it
here,
seems.
But well, yeah, obviously if they're paying that much, but it's because it's not unlimited. Sperm's unlimited. I can make sperm every day for the rest of my
You
life.
just said they regenerate every month.
Yeah, but they have a certain
But
amount
they
of it.
eventually run
That's
out.
what menopause
But by
is,
time,
dude.
by time you're 60, you've made millions of dollars if you're getting.
And if you want to
my
have a
God.
kid, you just say, all right, well, this month I'm not donating.
And women got it hard. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
Come on.
Come on.
10 years.
Come on, Will Banks.
You turn 13.
Let's go.
By the time you're 23, if you just start donating,
It's
By the time you're
120. It's
23.
120 grand a year.
you're a millionaire.
I just don't know can you donate every month though.
We will. We will
We're
be
gonna
starting.
be doing
We should
research
start
because I'm
out.
gonna be pimping out Maria.
If not, I'm gonna get a couple. I'm gonna join some monastery, get a couple extra women up. In the
yeah,
house,
we'll hit
you
up
know?
Brother Clint over there and give us some women.
Where's some women at?
This is crazy. I got a new side business I'm gonna be working.
Yeah,
at.
you could be a consultant.
Screw Twitch
You charge
streams.
20% as a consultant. That's $1,000 a click.
Yeah, like those people that wholesale
No,
houses.
Start your website.
You know.
$1,000 a click. Literally.
Quit?
No. Click.
I can't even find one.
You're not wrong, though.
$1,000 you charge as a consultant fee to all the women, and then you put them in the right spot. They make $4,000 to $9,000. They make $4,000 to $9,000. You make 10%.
Wow. I
Charge-
got a business coming up.
I'm telling you, man, you get consultant fees on that.
We get a couple, 20, 30 women.
You can even do like a chauffeur service where you pick them up, take them to the
I'm
place.
shutting the gaming channel
Whoa,
down,
wait, hold
boy.
on. I really came up with a business. No, I can't say it on air. I got to tell you guys later. Make sure you remind me because it's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
All right,
we're brainstorming.
I gotta
here.
get on this.
I know.
No, you don't understand what I'm about to tell you after this. Is insane, dude.
It's crazy, man.
Well, thank you. It's a good thing. So, unfortunately, this is live, so now there's everyone else is competing with us. Damn, jumping on
Not what
GoDaddy.
I got going on in my head, dude. We're about to be billionaires, son.
Billionaires.
Yeah.
Well, it's true. You know, Jade was kind of in that position, right? Where
Yeah.
she was like,
She's
she was
done,
about to go into like a fertility thing before she got pregnant and had the baby.
That's right.
Where she would, and it was going to cost them like $25,000.
Yeah. Get a
You know,
couple
for them to do it. Yeah. So
Couple huevos.
it's, and I don't know if she was getting eggs or it was some fertility thing because she couldn't get
Right.
pregnant. So,
But she got pregnant.
and did you ever hear that story? I
was
think
the
I got
Lord.
this story correct. If
I love
didn't-
when stories start like that.
No, I'm almost positive I got it correct. Is that they were in consulting with the doctors about going to some fertility thing, right?
Right.
Because they wanted to have a baby, and she has something where it's hard for her to get pregnant.
Of course.
And like Monday, they were going, and it was going to cost $25,000 to go through this process. Sunday night, she tested positive for pregnancy.
Lucky girl.
Literally the day before It was
So
going to cost her.
lucky.
It's like when you got COVID going to Mr. Beast.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same
but
luck.
the opposite luck.
Yeah, but it's the same
opposite
type
luck.
of luck.
But you
though.
gave up your luck for her luck.
Yeah, I gave up my luck for her luck.
It was
but-
right around the same
and
time.
now we got
too.
little baby Nathan that's looking cuter
Yeah.
and cuter every day. I love
That worked
that
out
little-
perfect.
I
So
love
that
that
is
little
crazy.
nugget.
Isn't that weird how that works though?
Yeah,
It is cool.
25 grand. That's crazy. So that's what you got to get, and then you have a lifetime of hell.
Lifetime of hell.
20, 30
Right.
years of it.
Oh, it never stops. Never stops.
That's true. I
Right.
bugged the
Listen.
shit out of my mom.
Listen, my brother's 57, and he still gives my
Chilling.
mom hell every day.
Yep.
For life. It never stopped.
Till the last day.
Now, when you have me as a child, different story. It's like every day's a blessing.
Blessing,
Right,
because I'm the
that's
star.
what I
Blessing.
Star-studded.
Yeah.
Man.
A wizard. That's what
I
it is.
agree.
Okay. We're done here, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
well,
women, make sure you
Donate.
DM me.
yeah, DM if you want.
DM me. I can
You want
consult
to work on a
you.
He can
project.
consult, and he can make you lots of money.
Yeah, don't worry. You have to do nothing.
Do nothing.
I'll set it all up for you.
Yep. He's going to make the phone
Small
calls.
fee.
Yep.
Small
little
20% fee.
Tiny fee.
20% fee.
Baby.
He's going to have a car pick you up from the house.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
ooh,
Gonna have a
black.
little. They're gonna have a little champagne in the car waiting for
No,
you.
no,
Put
no
you in,
alcohol.
no.
These are fresh eggs, baby.
Yeah, but they can. She can have
on
a
the
little
way
drink.
back.
On the
From
way
the
back.
Oh yeah, it's a celebratory.
Yeah,
Celebration of
Yeah,
celibacy.
celebratory.
Because what if they don't? What if like something happens and they're like, "Yeah, we can't do the eggs today." Then you gave them
No,
some
it's
champagne for free.
actually it's really smart. One last thought. It's actually really smart to donate your eggs, especially if you're sexually active but don't want a baby.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
But you get rid of all of them and not have a baby.
No,
I
you
don't
get rid
You
of one
can't
per
get
month.
pregnant without an egg. With it.
Yeah, but
if you got no eggs,
Yeah.
you can't get pregnant.
yeah.
That's fair. It's a fact.
Hmm.
And if you just go to different doctors and don't tell the other one that you already donated,
Mm.
they're-
Yeah,
they're
because
gonna be
my
like,
my
"What's
sheets
wrong?"
haven't gotten pregnant yet.
Mm.
That's all I'm saying. And they don't got eggs.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that jazz.
Do all that jazz.
And we have been checking you in,
Yeah.
and you're checking out.
Hang on, Becky. One
Becky
last
says,
thing.
"Catch in the end. I'll get the replay." Well, good luck on that
Yeah,
ending,
yeah,
Becky.
Becky.
We love you.
The end was great, Becky. You don't want to miss that one.
You've been checked in, and we're checking out.
We'll see you later, guys.
Peace.
See
Get
ya.
a piece of pizza for Pizza Day. Peace. Yay.
That was great.
Good one.